Get out.
Alright.
I'm not gonna gurgle that.
You ever seen
I'll be Raccoon the
that's
Honey
counter
Badger.
for the recording at the very bottom?
I'll be Jack Black, because he played
Recording.
it.
Okay. Alright.
We're good.
Alright, guys.
Oh.
So, here we are.
Hi.
We are about to play. We are about to play.
Mirage.
That's. I don't know what it's for. I think it's for him when he's like.
When we used to film it independently and then sync it up, we always did it, so now it's tradition.
Alright, so.
Hi.
Welcome, Vinny.
This is our
To
friend
playing.
Edward.
Try to speak to the camera. I've never been on camera.
You just speak to us. They don't matter.
I
They
guess.
can't see you yet.
They steal the
I'm
phone.
happy to be here.
None of us are.
I wasn't paid to be here. So this is Honey Heist we're going to be playing. We already played it once before, but we never recorded the Honey Heist. No, we definitely never recorded that Honey Heist because Alex wore a child's face. So that was not appropriate. So now we are going to...
Are we keeping this G-rated? Or?
Well, no, fuck no. What we aren't going to do is be...
I can't listen to that.
What we are going to do is... What we are going to do... What we are not going to do is be outlandishly offensive, okay? We're going to try to rein ourselves in. We're all really shitty bad people.
But if you
but
notice
we're gonna
any
try to be-
abrupt cuts, you know what happened.
Yeah, basically. Alex.
Alex,
Most likely Alex.
I'm ready for my speech. 30 minutes
Every time I
later.
open my mouth, the audio just goes off.
I think there's a glitch.
Alright, so here's how we're doing this. All of you are in the... Did it just stop?
No.
Oh, it's Alex directly in front of me.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, was he?
It's still recording?
Yeah.
So, you are all part of the criminal underworld of the bear world, alright? Criminal underbear world. Criminal bear underworld.
Under bear.
Underbear criminal world. So, either way, you're all criminals in this world. Thieves, more so. All good at specific jobs, alright? All of you were summoned to a place called the Den. It is a hideout for the legendary Burglar Guild, which are a group of, don't roll your eyes, a group of bear thieves. The most famous bear thieves, and the most famous of them, their leader. At first, it looks like an ordinary cave, but as you head inside, it opens into a large chamber, alight by several bright crystal chandeliers. Rare paintings hang upon the stone walls, and 2 rows of Greek bear statues stand parallel to each other in a sort of a runway leading up to the table where the Don waits. You are summoned by the one, the only Don Yogi. A criminal mastermind of the bear underworld, and a supplier for honey to the black bear market. Don Yogi sits at the table, waiting for you to approach. Who speaks first?
Do we want to give our character rundowns, or is that going to be explained as we
Sure,
go through?
explain what Don Yogi sees as you
There you go.
walk up to the table.
Alex?
Alright. I am the description is an unhinged honey badger who's the brains of the operation. And my character's background is I'm a hit badger, I'm an assassin
Right.
who specializes in killing normally pets around the neighborhoods. I will kill dogs, I will kill cats, and I get paid in honey most of the time.
Right.
I just really like honey.
Okay. All right. So it's all for the honey.
It's all for the honey.
You do it for the honey. You don't kill for fun. You don't like it. It's all-
Oh, well,
Do what you love.
I am a badger.
I
All right.
do enjoy killing.
Okay. Okay.
But also, like last time, if anybody makes any remarks about my size, 9 times out of 10, I will try to kill them instantly.
You will just lose
I
it. You
will
cannot
lose it,
handle
yes.
it. Gotcha. Gotcha. And what is your name?
Right now, just Badger. Until I come
Just
up
Badger?
with one. Yeah.
Okay, Badger the Badger.
You know what? Maybe if I'm wearing a pinstripe suit, they can call me Pinstripes.
Pinstripes?
And I got a stripe down my back like a badger,
It's
so
not-
that counts
It's
as
not
a pun.
Not a pun.
Who thinks it's a pun?
Not gonna
Remember,
reward
he
you.
is the brains of this
I'm gonna
operation.
side with
And
you
one of the
for-
worst characters
Yeah.
we've ever all.
I'm gonna
ever
Yeah.
side
had.
with him for now. It works. That's a pun.
Okay.
Right.
All right. We have one of the worst
Yeah.
psychopaths that we've ever played as the brains
Yeah.
of this game. All right. So
I think he was the
Pinstripe.
brains last time.
Not a pun. Overruled.
I think I'm always the brains.
So right now your name is Pinstripe.
Pinstripe or stripes, yeah.
Like stripes.
Stripes, yeah.
Stripes sounds cool.
Yeah. standing right next to Pinstripes or Stripes, whichever. Badger
Whatever.
maybe.
Yeah,
At least 3 times the size, maybe 4. Taller, much taller.
Probably much.
Probably, right?
You're a bear, right?
Yeah, I'm a bear. I'm much taller than he is.
Yeah, so you're probably like
I'm just a washed-up actor, you know.
80% taller.
I spent most of the 80s and 90s working on a sitcom. You may have heard of it, Family Matters. My name is JALEEL White. I'm a hacker, though. A lot of my skill went into making myself look human, and it worked.
The show.
Look back at those videotapes. Reruns, not a human at all. I'm a bear. It's nostalgia. I can climb well.
I'm a little.
I forgot that.
I'm
I'm a black bear and I
Were
climb.
you later than in
Oh.
Sharknado?
I was also in Sharknado. That took a lot of special effects. You think all that money went to the sharks?
I'm
Went to
sorry,
making
is
it look-
JALEEL White a real person?
Yes.
She's the actor.
He's the actor from Family Matters. He's Steve Urkel. I mean, I'm Steve Urkel.
You are literally JALEEL White!
That was me.
So
Yes.
JALEEL White, this whole time, has been
Has
a bear.
been a bear. I'm
Has
a
been
bear. Yes, I'm a
Okay,
bear.
that's pretty
His
incredible.
hacking
right.
skills is what made you not assume he was a
Right.
bear.
All those pictures on Google, I hacked in there and made me look more human.
So that people could, like, accept it
Right.
more. yeah.
My passion is acting, but
Gotcha.
it hasn't worked so well.
Okay, could
recently.
approach you.
I'm a little jealous of his sheer height.
Yeah. no.
Standing right
Yeah,
at
next to
least
me.
he
4
is
times the
he is
size.
the smallest of all bears, but you think it's unfair
That
that
he's still a
that he's still a little bigger
A little
than you
bit.
because
Little
you're a bear, right?
He's a
Of
bear.
course, yeah.
I'm the one in the back of the group who's the driver. Is a slick grizzly bear named Brian Grisling.
Ryan Grisling.
Yep, he's the driver of the operation. Likes to stand back at times, but can terrify if necessary.
Okay. Okay.
It's Ryan Gosling as a bear.
Yeah, are you wearing the jacket?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I like this whole celebrity kind of deal we got
Yeah,
going on. It's
We
not
wanted
bad.
puns, so
Yeah. No,
Ryan
these are
Grisling.
good. These are good.
Okay.
Julie.
My name is Poe Black. I'm a panda. I'm also slick.
Nice.
we'll be doing that.
I'm the
frequently.
muscles of the group, and my backstory is Jack Black stole my story for his movie.
That's messed up.
Which story?
Kung Fu
Which
Panda.
movie?
Kung Fu Panda.
1, 2, 3.
How many bears?
So you are a
movies
kung
does Jack
fu
Black-
artist.
I am Kung Fu artist. Yeah.
Oh, Black.
Wait, is that the character's name for
No,
Kung
it's
Fu?
just Poe.
Oh, okay. But because Jack Black. All right. All
He
right.
gets a last name though.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you like? Do you wear like a sash or anything,
Yeah.
like a headband?
That's it.
That's awesome. That's it. Well,
That's
you're a
it.
bear, so that makes sense. Amanda.
So you just see a sun bear, taking, has a cup of whiskey dry.
Sounds like
that.
coffee.
He's retired. And he's the face of the operation. His name is Mr. Bear, Mr. Teddy Bear.
Oh, that's good.
Like the middle
But
initial.
yeah,
E.
yeah, it's
That's a good one.
TED space middle initial E.
Theodore
Bear.
Eisenhower
That's-
there.
That's
No.
slick.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
like-
Yes. Yes.
Not to be confused with the president of the United States.
So
Not
you're
Theodore
you're
Roosevelt.
retired. There was no need for you to be here, but when Don Yogi asks for your presence, you show up.
I'll see what he has to say.
Right, of course.
I'll
He's
listen.
gonna make us an offer we can't refuse.
We'll see.
None
So-
of us can
There's
refuse.
talks of
As
a
you all-
Netflix reboot, I hear.
As you all arrive and stand before Don Yogi, he looks upon you all. He sits at his table. Next to him, you see only the, standing below the table because he's so small. You see his right hand man and his main muscle, Boo Boo. A small bear with a bit of like tuft here and a small bow tie and a gnarly scar down his face
Nice.
as he just looks upon you all with the dead, awful eyes that only could come from Boo Boo. And as the wise Don Yogi looks down upon you, he finally speaks. Well. Looks like you have arrived just in time. I'm glad to see you have all received my letters, and I assume this means you are all interested in my proposal.
I can't read.
Then how did... So someone just brought you here then?
I just came out of my own free will.
You just came here for no reason.
With a honey.
How did you know there'd be honey here?
We relayed the information to our boss.
That makes a lot of sense. You always your boss. Oh,
I'm the brains of the.
maybe I was mistaken. Well, this is very simple, my friends. there is a mansion. And in that mansion, there is a vault. And that vault is full of delicious, premium, golden angel honey. And you're going to steal it. The only problem is that the mansion belongs to a powerful politician. So security might be pretty tight. But that's nothing for you guys, right?
Tight is my middle name.
Oh,
Pinstripe tight.
That's what they call me.
steal the stuff. Make sure that son of a bitch never gets to taste its sweet pleasures. And you can keep the take. All of it. It's for you. I don't take a cut. That's not what this is for.
Who is
When
it?
it's all done, leave my calling card. A simple picnic basket. And he puts a picnic basket here and just holds it like
With
that.
5 pounds of explosives inside of it.
Maybe. Maybe not. I would not advise shaking it around too much.
Who is it? Who's the politician?
It's gonna be Bergie.
He is a dangerous man. A rich man. From his wicked dealings, he takes pleasure in hurting animals of the forests, and, well, anywhere he can go. You might know him by another name. And we see a forest. The trees of a forest, as we fly over them, we see the occasional road kind of passing through as you're going through this forest. And as we stretch through the trees, we see an opening, a massive, beautiful lawn, a clearing out of the trees, manicured grass, beautifully trimmed hedges. There seems to be people milling about here and there, setting up some sort of like there's going to be some sort of event there. There's like a tent that seems to be collapsing, a big red circus tent. There's people setting up like stalls. It looks like there's going to be some sort of festival or something happening. And on the top of the lawn is a massive, beautiful mansion, very gaudy, very, white and gold, and like, you see statues amidst it. And as we look upon that, the mansion, we go over the mansion and we go towards the backyard. You see a large hedge maze and a massive in-ground pool. And as we go past a little bit further back, we're back into the woods again, and we see a man standing nervously in a nice suit and tie, kind of against a tree, and he's Senator, sir, we should talk about this honey deal. This much in one place, it's bound to bring trouble. You simply hear from off the screen. Well, we should at least cancel the festival until the deal is done. Sir, And as the camera kind of comes over, you see his hand, and you follow the hand until it grips the handle of a shotgun as it raises, and you hear in this low, terrible voice, "Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit." And you see it as you glide down the barrel of the gun. He is pointing at, there are 3 rabbits in cages, terrified.
God.
And he just goes, and the camera pulls back, and you see a small bald man, a small bald man in a brown hunting outfit, and he goes, "Hello, rabbit," and blows away with his double-barrel shotgun 2 of the rabbits, ripping them apart within their cages, the spatter of blood and fur. And as he sits there, the man behind him goes to speak again. He goes, "Wait for it." And you see a smaller tree that he had put the 2 rabbits near. He had actually cut through the trunk, and the tree falls, spattering the last rabbit. And the blood kind of like flies all over, and just a little bit gets on him, some more gets on the man in the suit, and he's like, "Ah." And as it crushes, he kind of, really gets the blood pumping.
Oh, God.
Senator Fudd? Really?
And he hands the shotgun to the nervous man as he looks at it like, "Oh God," and he simply says, "Proceed as planned." Oh.
Christopher
as
Walken.
he walks back towards his magnificent mansion.
We're gonna get hit with all sorts of copyright.
So, I didn't say his name. So, here's the gist. And if you want to ask Don Yogi anything else, feel free. But here's what he tells you. There's a festival called it's the annual Fud Festival. And it takes place once a year.
Why is it called that?
In front of, well, his name is Fudd.
Okay.
Senator Fudd.
You just said it.
We don't talk about his first name, though. He doesn't talk about his first name.
Okay.
And this festival happens outside of his home. It's a very big publicity thing. People love him. But apparently there's also going to be some sort of big honey deal going down with somebody. We're not sure who the other big player is that's trying to get this honey.
Big honey.
Big honey. And
Deep
Golden
honey.
Angel honey is very, very good. As you remember, your other job with the Colombian Bam Bam honey, that's like cream of the crop.
Was that
but
our
this
last
is
one?
Yes.
but this is like on par with that. It's like cleaner. It's like a cleaner version.
Pure.
More legal, like a more legal, acceptable
Oh.
one that more people take. Whereas Colombian
CBD
Bam
honey.
Bam was like,
Illegal honey.
it was illegal. It was more expensive, and it's illegal and like a little bit dirtier. But they do it because it's it's
They
hard.
cut it.
It's harder
a
to
little
it's
bit.
harder to track. I don't know. I don't know. So, is there anything you want to ask Don Yogi before you head out on your mission?
Will you supply us with the proper equipment and weapons we may need to get said honey?
Why, of course. Take a look. And he points to like basically a corner of the den, and it's just a pile of branches and stuff. And he goes, "We're bears. That's all I got."
Is there any that look like bamboo that I can start eating?
They all look like bamboo.
I'm gonna eat it.
So you watch as Poe begins to walk over, picks them up, snaps them, and just starts devouring the sticks, just readily.
I want to sharpen one
Okay,
into a dagger.
you take one and start sharpening it. Wow, you are resourceful. I give you sticks as a joke, and you literally make a weapon.
Is there any like beat down stick size one?
Sure, a big stick. Okay,
Just
fine.
clubs.
All right, you have a
Around
massive
this guy
club. You have
clubs.
whittled it into a knife. Anything else?
The
No.
mansion.
Yes.
What are we doing with the mansion?
Well, the vault is within the mansion. Can't get to the vault without getting inside. But getting inside is going to be tricky. He only allows the cream of the crop in there. Celebrities. Oh, shit. Celebrities and politicians and things of the like. I've got no way to get you in there. If it was any other party, if it was any other senator, I could do it. But this man, he knows my tricks.
Don
He knows
Yogi-
all of our
Don
tricks.
Yogi, no disrespect.
Hmm.
I almost didn't come today until I found out who the target was. That mansion. That mansion was the set of Family Matters.
Was family... I think you will find it looks much different than you remember.
No,
He changed
he
it.
changed it. He took it from us. Added and added and added and encroached into the
Mazes of rooms.
That is
Insane.
Takes him 5 days to find the shitter.
But does he care? No.
No, he doesn't care.
It's all out of spite.
He's all about
all to
it.
make the honey harder to find.
Yeah. Lavish, extravagant. I want the house.
You want the house?
That's my one condition.
Relive your glory days because he's washed up.
There's talks of a Netflix. If only I could have the house. We can make it work.
Was it JALEEL is your name?
Yes. Well,
JALEEL?
Mr. White. Mr. White, please.
Mr. White, I do not care what you do with the mansion. If you are able to ascertain the deed, then perhaps this can be done. But I cannot give you the mansion. As you know, Senator Fudd
can
is
I-
very wily.
Can I play the little girl if we do this Netflix reboot?
Yes.
That is not...
I do not control that.
That's not... I don't know why you're asking me. I guess ask him if he's going to be on the show.
I'll
Tell you what. I'll tell you what I can do.
Yes.
You want the mansion, that's up to you to find a way to get it. I have no idea how you will. But what I can do is if you do this for me, this favor, which it is, you know Don Yogi's good for it. You know that I'm good for it. I will talk to those producers.
Mhm.
I move a lot of honey to a lot of pockets, which is gross. But hey, I don't charge them. So I may be able to talk to the right people. Maybe your reboot, not as far away as you think. Especially Netflix. They seem to just fucking do anything. If it seems like a good idea, they'll do it.
Can we do the
Even if
darker,
it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, they'll do it.
darker, edgier version of Family Matters?
Of course, you want to go DC with it. That's
Oh, I
fine.
want to go Netflix.
Now, do you want to go Iron Fist and make it super fucking boring?
Yes.
Family
Okay,
noir.
shit. So dark and boring. We're talking
Yeah.
full DC.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
I'm in.
Batman versus Superman level.
I'm in.
All right, done deal.
Aquaman.
Oh
That's
boy,
fun, though.
I wanna be
that actually looks like fun.
It does, but I want to be.
Did that come out yet?
All right, well, all right. Is this still Family Matters, or are we talking about a different project? I'll tell you what. I'll just put you in contact with the people. You'll tell them whatever dumb fucking crazy
It
idea you
doesn't sound
want.
like you know what you want.
It's been a while since I've been on TV. I'm not sure.
Now remember, your main prize is the honey.
Mm-hmm.
You get to keep it. I supply you with this information. You keep it. Is there any other small favors you want to ask me? Small.
We need a transportation.
Oh,
Sort
you'll
of-
have it.
Okay.
It's waiting for you outside.
Nice.
No
All right.
requests.
But you have no
Oh.
legitimate ways into the party, so I would suggest parking a little outside.
Could we just get a little honey right now to wet our whistles?
No,
What do you mean no?
you don't get high on your own supply.
I concentrate better when I'm.
Do you know what
on
kind of
honey.
festival? Do you know what the FUD festival is?
Not at all.
They always have a honey tasting competition
Ooh.
at the FUD festival. There will be honey there. You are all good thieves. I imagine you will be able to make it.
Very well.
All right. Anything from you're still just eating
I'm just
sticks.
eating.
I assume this one is happy. And
Use
you,
the power bulk before
You
we
can
get
pretty
there.
much just pay her in sticks.
Mr. Bear,
No, you dip sticks in.
I know that you are retired. I know that you don't need this job. But I ask you, remember what I did when I pulled you out of that jungle in Vietnam.
I remember.
And I ask you, please, for me, do this one thing. Senator Fudd is a bad man. And he has it coming. Isn't that right, Boo Boo? And he looks over and Boo Boo just and touches his scar.
Takes out his blade and just cuts himself.
does. And stares back.
You have my word.
Thank you. Well then, off you go.
I'm driving. I turn and go out the door.
All right. So the large grizzly exits. Ryan Grisland.
Grizzling?
Write it down. Write it, Ryan Grisling, because you're gonna forget.
No, not. It's Ryan Gosling with the grizzly bear.
Okay, well, you know you fucked
Take
up
your
once.
second.
All right.
I'm gonna jump on his
Yeah,
back.
Because you said it wrong.
All right, as you leave, a small honey badger jumps on your back.
What?
Oh,
I'm gonna fight God.
Small honey badger jumps on your back.
I can't fight God.
All right, so as you exit, you see a beautiful fucking like car like this with hot rod flames all over it. Very loud, very ridiculous, waiting for you.
Can it fit all of us?
Sure it can.
comfortably. I'm good. Yeah.
Sure
He
it
said
can. You get it. You all get in. Not
Let's go, boss.
not super comfortable.
Alright.
Yeah. So you all hop in,
Shotgun.
Are you a grizzly bear?
and it takes you.
I'm a black bear.
Now then,
They're all about the same size type of bears, right?
I think grizzly is big, isn't it? And that like
Grizzly-
Very small.
black bears are the like the smallest
Yeah.
kind of bear.
The small out of this game,
Pretty
they're the
small.
smallest kind of
No,
bear.
not out of this game by a long shot. There's a big gap between the smallest and the second
I
smallest.
would not.
So we rejoin our bears here in the woods outside. Your car not parked not too far away, but the lawn is massive. To get to the mansion, the distance from the mansion to where your car is a pretty great distance. But we'll deal with that when we get there. The festival. Today it kicks off. It's happening. It's mid-morning, and the festival is going on around you. You hear the sounds of laughter and music as you approach the festival, but more powerful are the smells. Pies and funnel cake, hot dogs and burgers, and amidst it all, the best smell. A little bit of honey wafting in the air. Not sure where, but it's somewhere in there, out in the festival grounds. There are many people walking around, mostly families, as well as the occasional beefed up security guy with a security shirt on. Several game stalls stand next to one another, as well as a few food stands. There is a large stage with a few people seated watching some kind of show. There is a large red circus tent in the center of the festival. It sounds like there are people having fun inside. There's a wacky arms ride a bit further, and a merry-go-round playing joyous music as children ride it. Beyond it all, you do see Okay.
Go
These
fuck
things,
yourself.
these things are pretty cheap. So, you do see what appears to be. This is the circus tent. These are the game stalls. They all have little names. Food stalls. Stage, wacky arms ride, merry-go-round, and the mansion is up here. You can all study this if you'd like.
Wacky arms ride is
The wacky arms ride. Where would you guys like to go?
I'm probably gonna make my way over to the merry-go-round where there's children.
All right. So as you guys arrive and kind of scope out the area.
Here it
Now
goes.
remember,
This is going wild.
you are
Oh
just
wait,
You're the branch.
yeah, you know what?
you are just a honey badger.
Yeah.
They will all
More than a honey-
recognize
more
you
than a
if you
honey
come into contact with them.
Who's our driver?
They'll be
We
like, get out of here, bears. You know what I mean? Like you know how humans are.
need a
So-
cover story.
So it's just a whole bunch of bears in a hot rod car driving up to this thing.
No,
Take
No,
the
you
window.
parked.
Okay.
You parked like in the woods, not too far away. So
What if we're like foreign musicians?
Ooh. Wait, Ford.
Foreign.
Oh.
Okay.
you still need some form of disguise.
Boss, what are we doing?
All right. Let's look at the map provided to us.
My God.
All right. So we're definitely gonna have to get some funnel cake.
Mhm.
That's gonna be our primary
It's a
objective.
given.
How we're gonna sneak in there? I say we find like humans around our size, remove them from their clothing and wear their clothing,
And them.
and
And
I like your idea. I had no
Like humans do to you.
plan. Yes.
Who said
are
that?
you on the intercom, Yogi? Like, what is that? What is
Yeah,
it?
my-
No, this is your inner voice.
Good.
My mother was made into a hat, so I do not mind doing the same to them.
Boss, may I suggest I am a hacker after all. I can make that wacky arms thing go fucking nuts. Distract.
Kill everyone on the ride.
Well, if it happens, it happens, but we distract them.
I like if it happens, it happens.
You can get the disguises while I'm hacking.
I
We
like
need distractions. We can ghost ride the car into the festival grounds while we're.
neutral.
Pre-disguise or post-disguise?
No, we'll be like far away, but as we're planning
Oh,
to go
gotcha.
in, we could just I can rig it so we ghost ride the car into the
Ooh.
just go through it somewhere.
Okay. I like that.
Got a couple of options.
Yeah.
All of that.
They're all loud options. Do we have anybody who would
They
like
are.
to do this stealthily?
No.
I don't think we have
I'm a
any.
bear.
There's tons of
I'm a
sticks
muscle.
around, by the way. That
Yeah,
look
no,
like
I'm
them.
eating them and collecting them.
Is there a churro station?
Sure, with the funnel cake, they also sell churros.
So
She's
that's-
bulking up for
Can
what she
I-
needs to do the muscle.
Yep.
Can I see any humans at this distance?
There's a bunch of humans.
Do they look like bamboo sticks when they're standing vertically?
No.
Like that?
What about when they're far
You cannot
away?
just devour a human and call it quits.
You don't
No.
know. I'm a panda. I can do whatever I want.
That's actually a real law of pandas. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They
Related
just
to the honey badger,
choose to be the most
loosely.
pathetic creatures in the world.
Yeah.
So, no, they do not look like bamboo. They look like people.
Well, they make good clothing still.
They would sure they do.
All right, so I like the idea of the distraction. We could try to maybe pour some gasoline on the inside of your car and drive it into this area while we all sneak over to this area and you hack that.
Flank 'em.
Less of a distraction, more of a terrorist attack, really, at this point.
That's
Potato,
so.
potato.
That's
We don't
over-
want to hurt anybody. It's just
We just want to get
So
their
flaming
attention.
car.
distractive.
So you'll
It does have flames on it already, so yeah,
You think
it
they'll be
matches.
I know.
Oh, it's safe.
Everything's a part of my plan.
It's a forward.
Perfect.
So
It's
explosive on this side.
Okay.
We hack the rides, get the disguises we need, then enter the mansion.
okay.
All right.
Should we divide into teams, or should we just ghost ride and all go move as one?
I think tuck and roll is probably going to be easier with one person, so I'll be Bear Team 6 by myself to do that if we need to.
Okay. And we can make our way over to the rides.
If you want, we can drive up, dump you closer, maybe, and then I can come back
Is it
around.
worth it? Or should we go stealthy up until the thunder strikes?
Yeah, let's keep it
It's a
quiet.
loud car, right? It's real fucking loud. It's like one of those.
Yeah, you said
I
it
mean,
was
it's-
loud.
Muscle car.
Did I say it was loud?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's loud looking.
Oh,
like
okay.
that's what I meant. But sure, it can. If you
It's
just take the
electric.
muffler off,
It's
right? Won't it be like like it'll just scream the
Right
whole
now,
time?
it's as quiet as a demon's
Right.
whisper, but I'm going to take off the
Perfect.
muffler and then go.
Yeah, you're big. You just, or just have
Sarah
Poe
Hall.
do it. Just,
Oh,
Yeah.
Eat it.
Doink.
Nice.
Okay,
Doink.
yeah, it's good enough. That's fine. I'm not gonna
Do
make
you
it
guys
really
have anything you want to do before we start the shindig?
Poe, you now have a muffler as a weapon if you'd like.
She said
It's
hat.
on my head. It's a hat right now.
They're not gonna make people believe that you're a person. Not a disguise, but it's if you wish to wear your weapon, by all
Yes.
means.
That's what I'm doing.
Well,
Do you need it to start a fire? Because I have sticks.
yeah, let's load up the back of the car right now with
Ooh,
combustibles.
VR adventure?
Yeah, those are the games that are available.
You wanted to bomb it before you
VR adventure. I've made a bunch of carnival games in case you guys wanted to say fuck this heist and play carnival games. I didn't know what this was gonna be, so I made a bunch of things.
If I roll really high and we make a really good distraction, we can stop and play some
Okay, I was gonna say
Right,
maybe we
right.
shouldn't do this heist, but I'll go
Once
with you on
you're
that.
disguised,
Nice.
you know.
All
Can
right,
I
so
stick
work
some
first,
sticks
play
to
later.
my Headband.
Sure.
Thanks.
What does that doesn't
For
still
later.
not a still not a okay still not a
It's like a
disguise.
Bear Gilly
Well, now
suit.
You
she's
just
like a
have
bull.
sticks. What?
Now she's like a bull.
Yeah, if she ever
Okay, you're like a bull now,
She looks like a tree.
just
Looks
like a
just
bull.
like
one. Oh, she's a
Just like-
tree.
So if
I
we
have
ever run
hair.
into a bull, she's disguised. for
Or a
bull,
tree.
right?
She's disguised as when you meet a bull.
Stand up.
The bull will believe you are one of its kind.
Good.
That's good.
Good. That's
What about
That's good.
trees?
Yeah.
In the head.
perfect.
What?
What
I'm
about
very
trees?
slick.
No, trees are blind. Canon. Trees are blind. They don't know.
Write that down.
Are they sentient though?
Yeah, they are perpetually screaming because
Okay.
they don't understand their own existence, but they
Senator-
do understand fear of the dark, in
Okay.
which they are
So when Senator Flood
Yeah.
blew that tree apart, he was
Oh.
killing that tree as well.
You get the well,
He's a-
you didn't
he's a
see it,
Big bad
but
man.
I can go ahead and give the audience the idea that Senator Flood probably jerks off to the tears of children. So yes, he was probably like, I
I
sure
thought we were on
hope,
G-rated with
I
this.
sure hope this tree just died. Like Senator Flood is a
Wait, you
bad
need to say
man.
it in the voice.
What?
You need to
I
say
so hope this tweet died. That was what I was listening to, by the way, before we started.
Oh,
yeah.
I was sitting here with my headphones on, listening to Yogi's voice and Fud's voice.
All right, so it's the plan. The brains of the operation has spoken. We are ready to go.
Do we have headsets? It's just for
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you do. That's the one thing that the Don could give you was
Okay.
communication.
Gonna give me a taste of honey, but he could give me some cellular technology.
Fuck you!
Bluetooth technology.
You're a grown fucking man. Do it yourself.
Alright. So I guess Ryan Grisling is sitting in the tree line with his leather driving gloves just on the steering wheel with a flat cap on, looking right at the carnival or whatever.
Are you a grizzly?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Ryan Grisling.
And do you guys set up on the other side so that you can get closer to the? Okay.
Yeah,
That's where
we'll
we
be there.
So the idea is that this car is a distraction to bring
For
everybody
the
here,
distraction.
and then you go and make the real distraction, which is a long-lasting.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Alright, so the idea is we have a bunch of combustibles in the car, and I want to like matches or a lighter, light it, and then I'll bail out as I
Okay.
get close to it. So I'll give them some time to get closer because it's going to be very quick once it happens.
All right, so you are driving it through the woods a bit into the ground. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll
What's the most
for
explosive
the driving.
Is that-
So
is
you
that
get.
D6?
So here's how it works. When you act,
Oh yeah.
you want to roll a d6. If you're using your bear special skill or doing something related to your roll, you're doing your roll. I want you to roll 2d6 and pick the lowest number.
Oh, that
This
must-
would be a criminal action, by the way.
Yeah.
So
3.
3. All right. If it's equal to or under the relevant stat, you succeed. Yeah, because you have 3 on criminal.
Nice.
All right. So boom, without a hitch, you're able to, and then just kind of, remembering all of your
Give them
training.
some time
So what?
to get to their hacking station.
Yeah. So as you guys get and you line up in place and you're like, where is he? And you see through the trees comes this car just on fucking fire as it smashes in towards.
The
Actually,
funnel cake, that's probably the most explosive station.
Did you
Oh,
aim?
I
Did
guess
you
it
aim
would
it
be.
towards any of the things?
Because
Because we did come in this way, so what do we?
And deep
Probably
fryers.
like right into the gut of the angle. So like hot dog and
No, we won't be able to stop at VR Adventure.
then between funnel cake and hot dog.
Between them, is there a little alleyway right
Yeah.
there? Yeah. So you, and as it crashes, it goes and just slams in between the two, jamming itself, wedging
Perfect.
itself in between.
How are you gonna get
and the
out?
people.
I was
He's
supposed
already
to
out.
bail.
He-
Uh,
Yeah, as you guys are like, oh shit, and you say that you see in the woods him rise from the covered in sticks and twigs and just
I'll clean
And
him
then
out.
run off like a stupid bear into the woods.
in your jacket, looking cool, and then you run off. And people
Those
are like,
flames-
ah!
Those
And
flames painted on look so much better.
you see that the security that was manning this area are like, oh, they go like this, even though they can see it. They go like this, looking away from it. And they go, got it, and start running over. And they all start going over, and they start beating the car with their hands to try to get the fire out.
Nice, good.
And so now you have at your disposal the wacky arms, which is going. The only person who still stayed here is what looks to be like a teenager, like a young man who's like,
Oh no.
he's awake, but he's just like,
Is he manning the
yeah, he's at the controls where
Okay,
you would need
okay.
to really get to.
Okay.
I could take care of our target.
Braces.
What?
Take care of braces. He's like a teenager, I'm guessing.
Would that be your disguise? Because I mean, if you're gonna take one out, you might as well just.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you get him out of the control panel.
He's in like a little like a jumpsuit.
Okay,
Kind
You
of,
should take
I
his
guess.
braces, too.
I will.
Just to really complete the look.
Does he have braces?
He does. Somebody
Sure.
said braces.
Okay.
He definitely has braces.
Alright.
I said teenager, so yeah.
I
basically.
want to stealthily move close to the target.
Okay.
Target.
Roll just roll a d6 and see if
A 2.
a 2. That is below your stat, so or under the relevant stat. Well, there's not really a stat. Whatever.
We all start with.
What are you
3.
trying to do when you get near him? Are you attacking him or are you like doing some sort of criminal thing? You take a point. Jeff, put a point from bear into criminal.
Okay.
Yep, that
So
is
that's
going to be
4-2.
yes.
I basically want to stay out of his line of sight so I could jump up and like sever his head from his body.
Okay, it's going to be bear.
Okay.
So that's fine. You did it. So put a point from criminal into bear. And so you guys
How many-
watch.
How does that work?
You have
3.
3.
You have 3 of each.
Mhm.
So now you take 1 away. So you have 2 in criminal and you have 4 in bear. So now the next time you try to do a bear thing, odds are you're going to succeed, but you might get another.
So criminal and bear.
Actually, no, that's not how it works.
Wait, I was
I
gonna
think.
say.
No.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh.
It's only when you fuck up that's when something gets thrown into bear. So never mind. You're good.
Okay,
You're
So
good.
should I keep
So
it
you
2?
no, when a crime goes off without a hitch, it goes into criminal. You're gonna have to eat some honey to get some of that bear back.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you guys watch as Stripes goes and starts crawling on the ground, and he crawls over and you get
That's a good-
right next to him. His kind of hands are here, and he and as he goes to itch his ass, you just and he
I want to close his mouth.
and you just put your fist in his mouth. He looks at you. He's looking you in the eyes. He's
I want to stare at him.
as the blood starts coming out of his mouth, and he falls to the ground. Now you're still struggling. Everybody's distracted, but he is still in view of people. What are you
I
gonna?
want to drag him back to the group.
So still gurgling and dying, you drag him, his feet kicking, as he just as he drags him back into the woods. Your arm still down his throat.
Rip out his heart.
So, now you're very
Say it.
He's a people person.
What?
You're not the you don't have the longest arms like some
I
sort
have
of freak of
perfectly
nature.
fine
You have
arms.
perfectly fine arms, but people usually need freaky
All right,
long
Miss
arms.
Adam's apple.
No, you can reach the heart. You just
Oh.
have to crawl in there a little.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to go head first in there a little and
I
get it.
guess I'll go get it.
All right, so you guys watch as the man is gurgling and dying, and as soon as one of you is about to say, "All right, cool, you did it," he just shoves his entire head in, starts crawling in. You see the jaw like as the jaw breaks, and he goes in further as you see the throat like, and you see his eyes go wide and then roll back. And as he pulls back out, he has in his teeth the man's heart, and then drops it down. But blood, so much of it,
Perfect.
all over you.
I want to now take the braces out of his teeth and put them on mine.
Okay, so when you go to do that, the teeth come out before the braces come off. So what you have is basically all of his teeth connected
Like a
together
necklace.
that you can just kind of
Or the weapons.
Yeah, I'll do
either
that.
put there or turn them into weapons or a necklace.
Or
maybe.
like a cable tie.
or
What is this?
That one. that one. So you
But
now.
right now it's gonna be a disguise. until I
Okay,
get
yeah.
it.
So you kind of put him in there, and over your sharp badger teeth, you now have these human teeth with braces. This is just as bad as last time. As you and it is as nightmarish as you imagine.
I
behold.
also want to take off his overalls and put it on me.
Okay.
I picture he's like striped uniform overalls type of suit.
Yeah, and it's too big for you. But what you do is you
I
just
roll it up.
You just rip off. I'm gonna say you just cut off
That's
the
okay.
bottom, so you have the overalls which reach to about here,
Mhm.
and then your legs are only like that big. So it's almost like a big dress you're wearing, or like a kilt kind
Okay.
of. But there it is, and it's just
Does
floppy.
he have a
over-
wallet with him?
Sure.
Does he need snacks?
He does not have any snacks. He has a bag of looks like some kind of oregano with him.
Does it
I've
feel well,
smelt this
honey?
before.
You have smelt this before.
There was a forest fire and I felt great. I'm
Yes.
gonna bring the body back to the group.
Okay.
And I wanna
Well, you're there. They're
Okay,
witnessing
we're
you
okay.
do this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Can any of you guys read this little identification card?
I'm not there.
You had scripts to read, right?
Harvey Bungle.
Harvey Bungle.
That is my new identity.
You killed a 17-year-old.
You can do math too.
You'd be surprised. Does he have a cell phone on him? I can use that to hack things remotely.
I'm gonna feel his pants.
Oh shit! Yes, he is one of these. What 17-year-old is far from their smartphone?
There's
Of
your
course
light
it's
up
on his
rock.
Android 3.0. All right.
Let's see what we can do.
phone. Damn,
Hold that for
Urkel's no fucking joke. All right, so the ride is still
Yes.
going now with no one to control it. It looks like the men slapping the car. They just about got that fire out.
I run up, quickly
Did
wipe.
they?
Yeah, they do.
They're gonna
Just
handle on it.
about got that fire out.
Wipe all the blood off of the control panels because that's a fucking mess. And I go to reverse
Decent.
the currents of the ride.
Okay, so now it stops then goes
So it
backwards.
slowly grinds to a halt, and we're like, "Oh fuck, it's not going to work."
Right.
And then it starts speeding up in reverse.
That's good.
to an insane level.
That's good. You're making it too fast.
Yes.
So
Too
as
fast, and also it goes up and down too far, so it's like hitting the ground.
when it slows down to a stop, you see like one of the cars comes like right into view of you, and it seems to be like a small child
Jimmy.
with like this old man who's just kind of sitting there,
Getting
and he goes, "This ride's boring. I don't like this ride. It's boring. What's that bear doing here? Hey, what are you doing here, bear? What are you doing here, bear?" And he just starts whining, and he goes, "What are you doing there, bear? Hey, bear, hey." And starts screaming as the ride, and as you just listen to it, you crank it up a little bit further than you probably should, and it starts and starts slamming into the ground, and you hear young Jibby screaming with each pound, just, my bones, as it's just slamming into the ground.
His teeth come out.
I didn't. Fuck it. I didn't make you roll for that. You put a point into criminal though. I didn't make you roll for it, but fuck it. Okay, so now you see that people are going to start running this way. So
We need another
you now
distraction.
have a pretty heavy distraction, but they could fix this real quick if they just come over and turn it off.
Yeah,
Do
break
you-
it.
Depot.
Break it.
Break the console.
Okay, you break the console. Now roll. This won't affect
this
criminal
be
or
a
bear.
Or is this?
Crim
This is bear, right?
bear. Boom. Yeah, bear.
Mullet.
Unless you do something else to it. It's up to you.
Yes. Hold
You
on.
want to use criminal?
Hold
Tell me why.
First, before we break the console,
Right.
which is just gonna be a simple snip of some wires,
Okay.
we're gonna install a little chip that allows me to control it with my Android 3.0 phone. It's very slow, but it works. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
So that's criminal, right?
Yes,
Rather than
sure. Roll with criminal now.
Because my bear sucks right now.
You're also hacker.
Oh.
Roll another d6.
22.
We'll roll another one because you
Yeah,
get
that
the
one's-
choice.
That one's 1.
Well, isn't the lower
Oh,
one
then
better?
you did it.
need to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
under your score.
1 or 3.
One.
One. One crushed it. So
Cool.
you
Oh, so you're doing well.
you
Yeah,
take your let's say you probably have a multi-tool actually. I was gonna say your nail, but you probably have
Sure.
and you just and pop it open, reach in, take out this small chip, and splice it in, shut it, and back up so nobody knows, and the ride is still going wild.
Okay.
So you guys now have that as a distraction. As you see, half of the security are completely busy now. They are busy with either the ride or whapping the fire to put it out.
I want to
should
catch
go.
up with the gang.
You are. You arrive just as what's his actual JALEEL?
Julio. Yeah.
Just as Mr. White comes back from
And I see Boss covered in blood and wearing what appears to be braces, and I'm like,
and teeth.
I know
Another.
what it's like to work
You
for
see
this
the
face,
body right there, and it's
so I make no comment.
okay. Are you the same bear that you were last time, to a degree?
Let's say yeah.
Gotcha. Just different job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was a gentle giant. I feel like this guy this character is a lot more cold and broken due to working with this guy.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe you've changed over the years.
Yeah,
since the last
that was a
job.
decade ago.
So, what's the plan now to get disguises? You guys do see, like out and about and amongst this like panic. Now that the crowd is kind of ruffled up and there's people walking, some people have walked away from the stalls to like look at some of this shit. There are a couple of what appear to be like very well dressed people that are now like hurriedly making their way towards the mansion. It seems that you have kind of scared off anybody that was mingling in the crowd who were originally invited to the mansion. So all the people whose disguises that you could have taken for the mansion are now in the mansion and gone. They are no longer on the table as an option because you have security is still absolutely there. However, there is security for the festival and security for the mansion. Two different looking security for the mansion, suits, security for the festival, dude bros in t-shirts.
Oh.
They're the ones whapping the fire and trying to control this thing. But you did, I would say some of the security from the house probably did come down to start investigating this as well. So
We could sneak into the mansion through the windows. And you guys have thumbs.
No.
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 Bears don't have thumbs?
No. That's what I was just looking up. They just
Yeah,
have.
they've got the paw.
You guys
That's it.
have phalanges, expendables, little.
you actually have more opposable.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
They just
But-
small.
But doors are made for different hand types.
That's true.
Yeah.
Doors were made for different hand
And my
types.
hand types don't.
When they
really
make a
work.
door, they think about the type of hand that's going to be turning the knob. When they
Well,
make...
when it was a stage for Family Matters, they did have to adapt to my hands, so I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so
do
you
they
might
know?
The
know.
doorknobs are like 5 feet in diameter.
They're just shaped like Earth.
They're like you know those like paddle doors that nobody ever
Yes.
uses anymore.
Yeah.
They're all those. You just slap them.
But only the original part of the house, not the outside where he's added on.
Right. I like this canon that you have shoehorned into my universe, and I'm gonna run with it. I love it. So, what's the plan here? Make sure you look at all the.
There's a lot of bodies at the merry-go-round that we could use for.
What's that? What's a rec room?
The-
What's the rec room?
The rec room.
Look
So
at
the
you.
rec room is where people go. You go in there. You put on some protective gear, and you smash the fuck out of things.
Perfect.
It's one of the things I put in there in case the muscle wanted to do it. So same with a strongman competition.
So
I got a new.
I tried to
plan.
make things for everybody.
Let's hear it.
All right, so the
Your
rec
boss.
room.
Mhm.
We'll be given goggles and an apron and weapons.
Mhm.
We go in, we take out the party ahead of us, and we use their identities, and then we go into the museum. I mean, the mansion. I'm sorry, these human words are very
So you want to
confusing.
make your way closer to the stalls now.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys start making your way closer to the stalls, you do come across closer to the woods. You do come across what appears to be a clown for the festival. But he is kind of leaning against his clown cart, and while he's leaning against his clown cart, it looks like he's drinking from something and watching something on his phone.
How big is he? Can I wear his outfit?
He's like it.
Yes,
Pennywise.
he is. It's a big clown.
You're gonna die, Clown.
Big puffy pants, and so he's just sitting there.
We could kill him.
Oh
We
yeah.
can, and I could wear his disguise.
His face.
His
This
face on my
is-
face.
He probably has makeup.
That's
You
an
can just
idea
rub your
too.
face on his face and take the makeup.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you wanna go and take this. So how are you gonna go take this clown's outfit? What are you gonna do?
So he's
You gonna pay
I
him
could
for
distract.
it?
I could pretend I'm a little boy looking for a balloon,
yeah.
and then you come up behind him and kill him.
Okay.
So where is this roughly?
It's like
between
it kind of closer. No, it's closer to the where Vinny is, closer to Vinny,
Going
by
down
the
here?
stalls. Yeah, near the rec room. Yeah, actually. So it's kind of in the woods still. He went a little way to watch his video, and drink his whiskey. So
If we can get the booze, I want to get it onto the fire, but let's get this clown.
Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
So do you like that idea?
how do we
or you
I
approach-
want-
like this idea.
Okay.
tell you guys what to do. You want to con him? You want to distract him?
I want to sneak up and see if I can be real slick and swipe the drink out and then toss it to him.
All right.
And I'm a distraction while she's doing this.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. You guys go ahead and how are you distracting him first of all?
I'm
What
gonna
do you
walk
do?
up to him like a human would walk up to a clown.
Describe it.
So you woke up like a child.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nightmare.
oh shit! Hey you! Hey, how you do? How you doing?
I just want to keep smiling.
Oh, hey there.
Can I point to the balloon animals?
He kind of.
A shark.
Oh yeah, sure. You want one of the blues? Now, what kind of animal would you like, little boy? Oh, okay. So I'll just pick one. What's your name, champ?
I don't want to show him my.
Yeah, well, it's starting to drive young. 17. Oh, you must be really short for your age.
I
Well,
want to immediately from his body.
so you start like sneaking over to him
I
to
wanna
the thing
get
like
the
do 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 do, and you reach over. And as soon as you hear pretty short for your age, as you see like think the back of the clown's head. You know, you're looking at this, and as you're sneaking up to him, pretty short for your and you just see the blood like fire that way, and you're like, and you just see, and the whole head comes up and just
Let me
out
get that
straight
beer,
up.
though.
You what?
I'm gonna
So
get
Quentin
his drink.
Tarantino.
So he's still holding as he's falling. You just kind of reach, dodging the blood, pushing him, so it's all just jetting out into the woods. And you now have the drink. You toss it to Ryan Grisling, and yeah, you now have like not only is the wig there, all this makeup,
I want.
and you
but
see
what hat
standing
do I
before you,
wear?
Stripes is just his eyes wide and his claws out with blood all over them.
I'll take my current hat off. I'll put the hair on with the sticks though. Still,
Okay, all right.
I'll give the muffler though because he's
Do
upset.
you want to wear the
to
clown
him.
nose?
Yeah, of course I'm wearing the clown nose.
All right, so you give him a muffler as a gift.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
she
gonna be
hands you
upset.
the muffler of a car, which is roughly bigger than
Bigger
you.
than I-
So you
This was the nicest gift anyone has ever given me.
Is there a bunch of blown up balloons?
yes.
I mean, we could tie all these balloons around you. You could get up to the roof.
I like the
What
idea.
the fuck? Okay.
Oh.
I
I'll
can't
take the
really
muffler
use-
back.
That child is being
Help me!
so you do have the clown cart with the balloons. You now are in a clown's outfit.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're wearing the clown's outfit, a little bit of blood,
that's fine.
and clown nose,
Yeah,
clown makeup.
yeah.
Okay, and the clown
So these two are disguised.
disguised.
Okay.
Yep, they can go into the festival grounds
You
now.
can use a cart because you're the driver.
Yes.
Yes,
He can
absolutely.
Walk,
I
he
would
can
allow
walk like a person with the cart.
So I want to check the cart. Is there any more like big things of booze that he was stashing?
that. No, this seemed to be just
It's just a little flask.
Mhm.
What about a helium tank? That's still there?
yes.
Are there enough balloons for that airlift idea already there?
You'd have to make a few more, but yeah, if that's what you want to do,
With the
you can start doing that.
Make a bomb.
Ooh, are there strings for
I'll tell you what,
those?
you have to choose between one of those plans. Not enough helium for both. You can either make enough balloons to carry him onto the roof, or you can use the
So-
rest of the helium to make
Hmm.
Do you
a
want an air
bomb.
drive, or do we want to blow
I
up
like the
cart?
idea of getting to the roof. However, I don't know what I would do after I'm on the roof and how I would get
Hmm.
stopped from rising. Keep rising. Yes, I will start going higher, but I have a
Oh,
feeling.
yeah.
I have a feeling we could do something else.
There's no directional control. I
No.
Wherever the
It's
wind
just-
takes you.
roll 2d6 because you're the brains. Roll 2d6.
A 2 and a 4.
A 2. So you do know that if you were as the brains, you're like, I don't know how I would. Oh wait, you could pop 1, and it would start lowering you as you get closer to where you need to go. You just, and it would begin to lower you down. you can formulate that plan in your head. You're not doing the plan, so this won't affect your things. But as the mastermind, you would.
We can always give you a head start by throwing you in the direction of the roof with
you
the
could climb.
The muscle could catapult.
Or the
Yeah,
hacker
that's
could
true.
climb.
But when I'm on the
Oh,
roof,
yeah.
what else would you want me to do? Like unlock the windows for you?
We don't have to do it.
No,
Plus,
you don't
the
have
car
to.
is like right around the block from where we are. Let's go blow up the car and you guys keep moving.
Another distraction.
What if we were going to the rec room, right?
Yes,
What if we go in there, grab weapons, grab the gear, the little smocks, the
I
little things,
like that.
and pretend to be workers? We're coming to work on something in the house. Could that work? Get us access immediately? Could that
You
work?
should-
You
The
would probably need
brains.
the face to get you in there, but
Mm,
yeah.
I can
Well,
be the
you have the
face.
face, but
true.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're the
that's a
face.
con. That's like you're trying to
Yeah.
trick somebody, so
Mm.
that's how that would work.
Except we can't
Con,
talk to
Can you
anybody.
handle it?
No, you got it.
Yeah, no, I got it.
You got it, face?
I got it.
I don't know, boss. She said she got it. You trust her?
Trust every single one on this team.
I said she got it yesterday.
Mr.
Give up
Mr.
your
Bear, Teddy Bear
Yeah.
is actually pretty well renowned. Is retired,
Never heard
living
of
the
him.
good life on more honey than he could ever need.
How many
So
views you get a night? Roughly 4 million American households. Just
how many views do you get a night?
roughly 4 million American.
We're getting a reboot.
4 million people
And what are we
a night are watching.
They're watching my reruns. Yeah.
Are they? I find that hard to believe.
I don't know.
I don't think it was ever that high, even with
Yeah, no.
Aaron.
I don't think they've been keeping track of numbers.
actually,
but
it
if I had to estimate.
Probably one of the most popular shows, wasn't it?
It was
I
up
don't
there.
know.
He was
The
like,
guy
pretty
from
big.
Die Hard was in it.
It's true.
He was dead.
Let's continue.
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, he was dead. He was my father. I had to hack his
I
face.
gotta check this out.
That's a good show.
We're rewriting the canon.
4 million
Family
and one
Matters.
viewers. Am I right?
What is the plan?
Let's get into the rec room so at least I can get a costume because I think almost
we
everyone
need
has one.
3 costumes left. You, and you.
Okay.
So
That's rec
So
room.
are we the rec team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
while people are still distracted with the machine because you are controlling whether it stops or not,
Okay.
what have you done by the way with that?
Going faster.
So
Do you make it stop again?
at one point, I would like to. Do I have to roll for this? Is this a roll thing?
No,
Okay, cool.
this is just
So at one point, I'd like to slow it down to a crawl, almost a stop, and then it stops. So the security guard's like, "Oh, good, good, good." And as one walks under, start it up again. He's under one that's currently up, slams to the ground, picks him up, and continues moving as he's stuck to the bottom.
so as you guys all start moving towards the Wreck-It room, you're like, and as you sit there and start now you have this hacking software. And you're sitting there like, I guess you got to point it at it. I don't know. And as you see it stops, and you hear, "Help me, my liver, help me!" And he goes, "Hold on, ma'am. I told you can't ride this ride if you're over 60." And he goes, and the thing that she was in, the capsule, because they're like little capsules with open air, pops open, and he goes, "I'm free," and then you and like spin it back up. So she basically gets like, a sling, like those slings that people have where you throw the rock.
A bullwhip?
That's no, not a bullwhip. It was like a hunting weapon where they had a rock in a sling and they would sling the rock and it would bash like goats in the head or whatever. So you did that, and she just and she's off into the pines.
An Atlas tool.
A what?
Atlas tool.
Is that what that was called?
The sphere ones. Like when you just
Oh,
leverage.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's happening. So
Yeah,
people are like, "Oh, dang it, it's still broken."
Good.
I'm going Hitman Blood Money with this, where like as ridiculous as something was, it didn't cause a panic. You know what I mean? Like, "Oh, Jerry died." Well,
That's
someone
a
needs to
shame.
still serve dinner.
Let's keep patrolling.
Yeah. So that's what's
And do
happening.
nothing.
They would literally take the bodies and hide them.
Yeah.
That's what they did in Hitman. They all put them in one room.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right, so God, such a good game. So as you guys make your way to the rec room, who approaches? There's somebody at the ticket booth for the rec room.
Base, right?
Me or you?
Well, Face doesn't have
Until she has
I
disguise.
don't have
disguise.
disguise.
Oh, so
She could-
Now you could,
Right
if
there.
you want, you could still try to roll it because you are the Face. You're probably the only one that, even without a disguise, could attempt to.
I like
She
Alex's
could be
idea.
her pet bear.
Yeah, I like his idea.
What?
She's a clown. It could be the pet
Oh
bear.
shit. Okay.
You want to be my child? We're just gonna go wreck stuff in the rec room.
Okay. And you guys can wait in the back door to be let in. All right.
Because she's part of the.
Right.
Part of,
So
I like that.
so you get to the rec room. You
And
get
I'm
to
bringing
the
my bear.
you get to the ticket person. Huh?
We're just
Is this
waiting here.
Jimmy's cousin?
No. Well, maybe you don't know.
They're probably all cousins down here.
Hey.
Where are we?
I want to honk my nose.
Good one.
In a formation that might sound like
Morse
speaking.
code. Morse code.
Because you can't speak. I don't get it. I don't think it's funny. Holy
I want to
shit!
be miming.
That's incredible.
I wanna start
She's stuck in
making
a box.
motions so you do different things.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I want to
How
pet
much do you want for it? How much do you want for it?
Hong Kong.
Out through pity.
2,000? 3,000? Do you want to go in the rec room for free?
Honk.
Here's 2 tickets. Bless you.
I'm gonna put the
Bless you.
ticket in the bear's mouth. So just
Oh! Go into the rec room for free. That person is unbalanced. Something's wrong. You're not sure why it had that effect, but it was good. So you get into the rec room and you hear the sound of smashing, and you hear yeah, get another one. And as you start getting closer, you see that there are these 3 dudes in there, popped collars, very preppy, with like the slacks and the polo shirts, and they're like, yeah bro, and they put like a vase there, and he goes, get it, so, and they all are like celebrating, and as they do, the one slams, and the other one goes, great fucking job, and starts slapping him on the ass, and so that's happening. So those are, and he goes, God, so good, and the one's like, here. So you have these 3. They do look strong. One has a sledgehammer, one has a baseball bat, and the other.
What's the last one?
I was gonna say a whip, but that doesn't make any sense for a rec room. So because it's just the first thing that popped into my brain, so I'm gonna say.
I like it though.
But I like the idea of something. I like the idea of something floppy or something. So I'm gonna say like a big like fake fish. He has like a big fake fish that he's slamming glass things with. So they do look pretty strong.
Did you come in also?
I thought I was
we
going
have to
to,
let
but
them
I
in.
wasn't.
Oh no, you can be with him.
You
It's fine.
you got stuff behind
Child.
us.
Yeah, I forgot those.
I
The
thought
person-
you reach over the counter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she didn't even notice. She was so
Oh, it
enamored.
was a lady.
Yeah, so, just so enamored by this. So all 3 of you are in there, and there's 3 of these dude bros. The back door is right past them.
Okay. I want to observe this human bonding that they're doing.
You want to just watch for a while?
Watch for a good second. See
All
them
right,
slapping each
So
other.
they you just wanted to see me do this more. So they keep like the next time they smash what looks like this adorable Christmas mug, and they go, and the one goes, I fucking hate Christmas, and the other one goes, and they smash it and it explodes, and 2 of them are putting their foreheads together and going, and the other one is like, and that's kind of it is just gonna be this for a while. It's basically
Let's just keep watching.
do something now. Now what do you do with them?
They hacked the camera so we can watch.
I hacked the cameras. High definition.
You see the sweat on their faces. You see as the one is grabbing the other one's forehead, you see their goosebumps from their skin because you understand in the way that only high definition could bring you the intricacies of their emotions when finally touching one another and being able to. Well, that's a whole nother story. All of them are full mast right now.
So wait a minute.
One of them is moistening. Yes.
What are the chances of
Moistening.
instead of doing any of this, right? We record it, we upload it on Honey Hub. Make a bunch of honey this way.
So on the side, you're just going ahead and throwing that on the side.
Yeah.
I want you to roll hacker for it. I want you to roll 2d6. And does this have anything to do with well, you're washed up.
Yeah.
So you know about this. So I'm going to say throw another d6 on there.
D6.
Roll them all. Pick the lowest one.
We can make this more useful too.
How so?
If it's on Honey Hub, we upload it on Honey Hub, which gets us some honey revenue, right? That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
But it also, they get text messages on their phones from all their friends who are on Honey Hub and see them, and they're so embarrassed.
Hey, you go ahead and roll because that was
A 3.
3
6.
and a 4,
Perfect.
so we're good.
That's right where I was going. So as you do, you're like, this is great. And you sit there and you watch for a while. And you're just kind of like, I don't get it. And pretty soon, one of them one of them has the other one pushed up against the wall, and is like, "You're doing such a fucking great job. We just say you're the fucking king. You're the king boy. You're the best boy." And he's like, "I'm the best boy." And the other one is just in the back, like rubbing the bat, getting ready to smash what looks to be another like a little unicorn or something. And he goes, "I'm the man. I'm 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 the man." And as soon as they do, all of their phones go off. And their ringtones are and they're like, "Oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit," and they all look at their phones and they're like, "Guys, it's us." Wait, why is it called that? Wait, Rough Rods in the Rec Room? What's that? Is this like a bro, they're trying to say like we're gay or something? And like one was like, "No, bro, that can't be." Like, bro, no. And they go, "Come on, guys, let's roll." And they start walking towards the back door, to leave. And so
Can I tell them that they're heading towards the back door? If you guys want to swoop in on
Yep.
them?
We're ready.
Can
So-
I come up behind them?
sure, block it. So you enter the rec room. There are still some other weapons lying around to actually smash things. But yeah, you guys can all enter the rec room behind them, and as they open up the door, they are greeted by 2 actual bears. And they kind of look at you, and one's like, "Oh, I get it. Now they're doing bear jokes. This is
I'll
ridiculous."
use my terrify effect on them and just growl at them.
Okay, I want you to roll, and roll 2d6 because it's your ability.
1 and a 4.
Good one, that works. So you just ground. They, "Oh shit, that's an actual bear," and they start like backing up. And as they back up, they bump right into you as you sit there with you and a clown right to your left, and
Hong
they.
Kong.
Yeah. And
I want to start stabbing their knees with
so
my
immediately
little stick.
there's a moment of silence, and then one of them, as you see Stripe stab, and he falls to the ground,
Can
and
I
you just start.
maul the one that bumped into me?
Sure.
I want us to come in and close the door behind us.
You do so. Now, for this event, are you doing anything violent?
No, because right now my bear is dangerously sick. I don't have good bear tactics. I'm just watching.
Do you have any
Okay.
honey on you?
So you
No, we weren't gifted any honey.
Yeah,
you weren't gifted any honey. There is a honey shack.
Yeah, so we might
Yeah.
have to stop
So-
there after.
And so you start stabbing the shit out of his legs. I want everybody who's attacking roll. And if you're the muscle, roll 2d6. But everybody else just roll 1d6. Well, you're vicious. Yeah, you're good. You have the
6.
Ooh, 5 and a 6.
He gets my
Six.
3rd roll.
But
I'm a 2.
All right, so these 2 annihilate the piss fuck out of their dude bros. The one dude bro, as you start like getting on him, you're a little older than you. You know, you're not as
Not
spry
my
as you
prime
used to
anymore.
be. Yeah, man. And you always used to con your way in. You weren't so used to this. So he actually hits you and starts making for the back door. And that's when you try to like growl at him again, and he goes, "Fuck you, bro," and whacks you in the face with the bat, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And he opens the door and he's about to leave. Everybody, do one last thing.
You said I rolled twice?
Yeah, because you have
Oh shit, I got 2.
because you're the honey badger, you have carnage. What'd you get?
4s.
Okay,
so what
Hey.
should
I got 3.
muscle,
4.
both
I?
4s.
2 and a 4.
Oh, I'm on 2. One was a 4, one's a. Oh shit. 3.
3. You did it. You succeed. So as he leaves, the clown. What was yours?
2 and 4.
They all succeed.
Okay. Well, you got whacked. That was your roll. Was your failure. It was these 3 had to save from your.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you got hit in the face, and as he leaves, you see that quicker, deceptively fast, the panda Poe runs over, and as he opens the door,
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm out of," and you just see the fist, and it just and sucks him back into the door, and you just as the door slams shut, and
Do I
you
have
let
a
him.
heart?
Yes,
Does it
because
look like
kung
bamboo?
fu. When she did this too, she went, and you see her just sitting there shaking as the blood shakes off, and he just guys.
Bro,
So you now have their outfits. One of them has a big hole in it, but that's okay.
I'm already wearing a jacket.
No.
No,
Sure.
You're a bear.
No, but that's what you said about Ryan Grisling.
Yes, he is. He's wearing a jacket and the gloves. But you need one more thing to
Did
complete.
they have these sunglasses?
Yes. Of course they have.
Like, slick them off with the blood.
Aviators.
Nice.
You should
And
gel
you
your
wear-
hair.
Perfect. So he's human.
With the blood.
Disguise.
You need to
I'm wearing
disguise.
it, so be happy.
Yep,
Or
and
flat
you two need to disguise.
All right. So we're in the rec room.
Yeah, so the only clothes here are the dude bros clothes. You can wear those.
I was just saying, would it fit? It fit.
Yeah, you throw on this collared shirt.
Yeah.
You throw on the collared shirt. One of them had like a sweater vest, and it looks pretty like familiar.
Okay.
And
Oh.
you're like,
Ah.
oh my god, I think he was a fan. And you kind of like, ooh, for a second it gets you a little bit. Like, this was my outfit. And
Okay. Okay. I want to go into a blind rage for a second.
Okay, you guys watch as Mr. White puts on this shirt. I'm not really realizing, looking down, and you see him. What do you do?
Why?
Yes, and why?
I use the body of the man whose clothes I sold to destroy everything in the rec room. He's a floppy ragdoll of a thing, and I'm just using it to.
So,
I'm so proud.
not
We're
before,
an awful group.
not really being muscly or
Yeah,
dangerous before, you now see as Mr. White grabs the foot, still not even looking at him, just and picks him up like, and he is now just slamming this mostly clothesless man around the rec
Still
room,
in Honey Heist.
smashing,
Billy wrecked.
smashing glass plates and vases, and there's chunks embedded in him as he's flying around, just destroying everything in the room. And this goes on for quite a few minutes. And you hear the clerk or the person who gave you the ticket go, oh my goodness. This sounds so neat. I wonder what she's doing now. Probably dancing. As you just keep, as you're, the bones are just snapping and breaking, and it's terrible. The blood, until everything in the room is destroyed. You're holding just wet meat at this point, like a foot, a leg, down to just destroyed torso and meat.
Wait, not everything's destroyed. There's a heart intact. I
There's a
want to
heart
put
in
it down. If you want to smash it.
Use the body to slam
You-
so hard.
You kind of, and using the momentum, whip him around. The only thing that's kind of, like I said, destroyed meat and torso, and then the skull is still there, and it like a whip effect, just boom, and it just explodes like Gallagher with the watermelon. And now you're standing there just.
Does he get bear points for that?
Yes.
Thank God, I need a bear punch.
You go ahead and
That's
put
why
a,
you're rage
you go ahead and put a point into bear without a doubt.
And I guess I'll wear the other one, the one with the hole through it.
Sure. Well, there's another one that. Oh no, never mind. No, he took that one.
Yeah.
There was another one that the pants are ruined, but the
I'll
rest of
take
it is
those pants.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I lose any points for my?
So you're just wearing pants?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just wearing.
Well, no,
Oh, how does
and
that
the
work?
whole shirt.
Okay, all right.
I'm at 2 bear, 4 criminal. Do I change anything after that whole ordeal?
No, you have to go eat some honey if you want more bear.
Okay.
He did a specific special thing.
No, that's why, because I failed at one point. So
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Now we are ready to enter
Oh
the
yeah.
mansion.
Oh, I forgot.
The mission is still at hand.
You might need some honey on the way.
There is a honey shack right next door.
I can find it.
We can raid it. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what words are, so if you could just smell where the honey is, we
Yeah.
can follow your nose.
I'll direct them.
So you start directing them towards the honey shack. Now
Okay.
you all can walk out in the festival grounds like normal, ordinary,
Bloody people.
good folk here to enjoy the annual Fud
Before we
Festival.
move on, real quick, with my android, could I whip?
For a second, I thought you meant a literal android. I was like, Vinny, you can't
No,
just keep
no.
making up things.
With my-
So I bring my android out.
Yes, he's there now.
Hello.
With my phone, could I create a synthesizer, a voice synthesizer? Because I do have scripts.
Microsoft
It has to be.
But
It has to be like clips from
Yes.
random shit.
As a
Okay.
bear-
From this show.
the only words I understand are things from the script, so I know nothing. I
Did I
understand no
do
context
that?
outside of that.
So it's all lines, Urkel's lines, specifically
He's like
Urkel's lines.
Urkel
That's all I
Bumblebee.
understand, yes.
That's fucking amazing. And you're in the... Okay, I love this so much. So you guys start making your way towards the Honey Shack.
So
And
there's some lines here.
there it is, clear as day, the Honey Shack. The front of the Honey Shack has a little counter open with a bunch of different honeys with the little spoons,
Is there
the little
anybody
honey
there?
sticks. Yes, there is this very old woman there.
I'll knock my nose at her.
Oh, goodness, I hate clowns. How are you?
I'll try and make her a balloon.
No, don't want them. I said I hate clowns. Did you not hear me the first time, you dumb shit?
Oh my god.
Would you like to eat some honey, you fuck piece of shit bitch? What about you, fucking dumbass jacket wearing, fucking
Is there anybody
try-hard,
around us?
nice sunglasses,
Is
dipshit?
there anybody around us?
What did he
Did you
say?
find a soundboard?
Honey, I'm cold.
Oh,
Honey.
what? I feel like I recognize that voice. I like that. What? And I like your sweater, young man. Tell me, what's your name?
So I'm just gonna try my best at a synthesized voice, but this is actual lines.
Okay. Oh my
Please
God.
don't
Yes.
quote this.
Well, you just do not a synthesized voice. Do Urkel's voice.
Oh, I
You
don't
need. Oh, you're gonna
Okay,
do
okay.
Urkel's voice.
Or you fail.
Yep. Or you, I don't have any cheese.
I can't help it, Laura. I'm drawn to you like a moth to the flame, a bee to a blossom, a mouse to cheese.
Oh my! And you see her face get very red. Well, if I. What did you say?
Steve Urkel at your service.
Well, Mr. Urkel, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Wilmer. Tell me, Mr. Urkel, what brings you to these beautiful festivals?
Every year, my relatives send me in hopes that I won't visit them. Also,
Steve, this is my sister Michelle. What a pleasure to meet you, Michelle.
Who the fuck was
I didn't think you'd say all that.
that? Well, oh, so she must be your girlfriend then.
You have a spare accordion, we can jam.
What did you say?
He was there.
I said we can jam.
Well,
God.
meet me in the back. And she closes the curtain,
Yes.
and you can go around.
Okay, so I'm around back there now.
All right, so you're around back there.
And the first thing I say is, as I'm walking around, she's still sitting there, right? And I just,
Well, I want to walk on the wild side.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh god.
And she opens up to this to the back of her shed's like a tent sort of thing, like you see at like farmers markets and stuff, but it can close. She goes, "Come on in.
so I go in.
The honey's sweet."
I aged.
Oh, fermented. You can eat honey from the tombs of Egyptian pharaohs.
Saw that.
So she walks in, I close the door behind me, and all you hear is,
Well, here's another fun way to kill time.
So
Okay, that was super.
So that
it just says kill time, by the way. The rest
Yeah,
of it was
we don't know what it will say.
so that was so that happens.
Sure.
It is followed by
Touching the
Smack.
inside of the mayonnaise.
how long? How long do you give her? How long
Let's
you
see what
think?
Urkel would give her. Oh, is that it?
I can find something else.
How long you gonna spend time? You know.
I don't know. I feel like she takes.
You wanna give her a good run?
She
Like-
takes time to get going. I would
Yeah,
assume.
she's old now. She's got a quiet
I'd
taste.
say at least 20 minutes to get going, and then like 3 seconds to finish.
So
20 minutes. and
so
3 seconds.
about 20 minutes later, 20 minutes of the worst sounds you've ever heard.
I'm cleaning out the honey.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are taking the honey from the front,
Can I hide any
and
of
he's
my
getting the honey in the back.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his hand in the honey pot. So you guys are taking honey, and afterwards he exits the tent with like a jar of honey. with a good couple of scoops in there. You're gonna get another point in criminal because you just successfully conned her, so you might want to eat some of that honey.
Hold on.
Can I do that?
Awful.
Yes, I eat some of the honey, please.
Okay, that's
Please.
fine. So now you're back to where you are now, right
Yeah.
now. Yeah. And if you need to eat any more, go ahead.
Perfect.
If any of you guys need to eat to gain
Do you
a
need
point
some?
in bear and
We
away
all
from
have some.
criminal, by all means.
I don't even know how the point system works, so
Don't worry about it.
You want
That's fine.
balance, basically.
Yeah, you just want to
Right.
make sure you
you
don't
want
reach.
yin yang.
You don't want to reach full bear because then you just get.
You become a
base-
bear.
They have to
basically
force feed
die
you.
either
Yeah,
way.
they have to, or they have to.
Die.
You can save one of your teammates from becoming a wild bear by having a flashback scene with them in it. Just so you guys know,
That's
you can
adorable.
always take a point back into criminal by having a criminal flashback. Okay, so you guys now have honey. You have your outfits. You're ready to
We
take
need the
on.
good stuff.
You're ready to take on the mansion. And we'll take a quick break right there. Take about 5 minutes. If you guys need to go take a piss or anything, go do what you gotta do.
Pause the video.
What's up? Oh, okay.
Well done,
What is-
everybody. This is freaking hilarious.
Is that gonna be
Find a
fat
better
noise?
soundboard.
That is amazing. Did I do that?
All
right, Not we yet.
are recording again.
Turn this off real quick.
All right.
All right.
And we are.
Okay, so
Sit on my coat for a little cushion.
Sit on a pie.
Yeah, they're not the best chairs.
Ooh, there it is.
I guess
so
I'm
you
the strongest.
Yeah, obviously.
you guys had
Showing
just
weakness is not a weakness.
you now all
Said
have
no man ever.
Just now done.
you now all have outfits. You now all have a honey. So like, what's the next move? How are we getting into that mansion?
The mission.
What's up, boss?
All right. We've successfully got disguises
Yes.
without too many casualties. Now we can enter.
Did we get any weapons from the rec room?
You can.
There's
You're
a
still in the rec
hammer,
room.
a bat, a whip,
I'm not.
A fish.
a dead body,
It's like
a
a fake
fish.
fish.
I'm not good with those weapons. So somebody else can have them.
I could take a bone and sharpen it
I'll
for
take
you.
the sledgehammer.
There's tons of broken like.
Bone like femurs. I want to take his femur and
Okay,
sharpen
yeah.
it.
After his Urkel rampage that he had, there's
Oh.
definitely like there's like a broken
Gotta
rib.
get the
Your tool.
soundboard back
That's
up.
like
Well,
that.
this is for him, so it's maybe a little bigger.
Okay, he'll be walking around with a bloody femur.
That's okay.
All right.
There's
That's fine.
Sure.
No, you know what? That's fine.
Fantastic.
He has a big bloody femur.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else want
Sledgehammer.
Okay.
anything from this room?
I'll take the bat.
Bat. Do you want a bloody fish, or I can make something out of his body? I'm very
I'll
good.
take the fish. It goes well with my costume.
You're right. You're right.
All right.
I
So
guess
then,
I guess I will take a couple of ribs, broken ribs.
all right.
I'll
Basically, I have
toss my little
It,
wooden
it,
shiv.
it got lodged in the bone and it's
Not
just still
lost it.
sitting in there.
You
So,
want to hide more in my big outfit?
has anybody been keeping track of the death toll as of now?
Was there any payoff with the car, or did it go out?
It went out at this point. They put it out. Yeah.
Was it
They-
ever actually on fire?
Yeah, it was on fire.
You need
They were
both.
slapping it to put it out.
I thought they were slapping the
I have
car because it
two
had
ribs.
fire
Oh,
decals
they're gonna
on
be
it.
damaged.
That's why I was like, yeah,
That's even
are they
better.
close?
I thought
That's
that was
even-
the joke.
No, they were literally slapping the fire to get it to go out.
The painted fire.
Yeah, that's
Nope, and the real fire.
okay.
Some of them got burned, some of them didn't. We
So-
also have an a helium tank.
Let's dump it in.
You
Oh,
need
wait, the
to-
fire
You know
went
what we
out,
could
the
do?
fire
We
went
could
Yeah.
set that up at one door, blow it up, but go in the other door.
This is literally a terrorist.
I
tactic.
actually really like that idea. We could use the tank to gain entry into the mansion.
Let's do
I
it.
can start a
I'm
fire
down.
with my sticks
Okay.
and then eat the rest.
You don't have to eat the fire.
No, the sticks.
Okay. So the god has taken our map from us.
So, there is no map of the outside of the mansion.
Oh.
So
poor
you
bad game.
approach.
Bad
Do you
game.
have a map of the inside?
Yes,
Well, I
but you're
mean,
not inside yet.
right, but we have to see the. You have basically an outline with the two entrances, right?
It's basically a rectangle.
It's a rectangle.
Ooh.
See?
Good map.
Yes.
Good map.
Bad
It's a
game.
rectangle.
All right. So I
And it
guess we'll.
has- I forgot to put the door here. Door here. And that's it. You only get 2 other doors besides the main door, and they're both leading into the kitchen.
Are there any little windows that lets you see into the basement?
No. Nope.
All right, let's go next to the kitchen door. And
Right, so you guys are around the back. So now as you approach the mansion to try to get closer, you do see that the mansion is pretty much completely surrounded by security at different sections. And when you guys start approaching, security goes, "Hold up. Hey, do you have your invitations?"
I want to pull out my ID.
No,
What do you mean no?
that's not an invitation.
What
Tell
do they
them who
look
you
like?
are, Vinny.
Ooh.
Let's see if they.
We're all just.
So you went, what? What was that?
Hold on.
Hey, is this the real Steve Urkel?
And his group of groupies.
Wow. Well, are these guys all with you?
Just a pause.
Some people just don't know they're not wanted.
Ow. That's so perfect.
Well, we're only supposed to really be letting politicians and celebrities in, but, sir, well, if you don't count as a gosh dang celebrity, then I don't know who does. Meanwhile, the whacking machine is still slamming in the background while he's talking to you about this. So behind you, as he's sitting there, you just...
So I do my honey I'm home thing as I push by, and my groupies come with.
Wow. Can I have an autograph? And he hands you a piece of paper and a pencil.
Can I do that?
As I slap my hand around,
So you can just kind of...
hand it back to him, and then
Can you do your signature on the back of your paper real quick, just so that I see what it is of this.
so
Yeah. Like
Basically, make a fist
Like,
and try to do.
Without your thumb, a fist without your thumb.
Yeah.
loose.
JALEEL.
listen to that noise.
It's like ASMR.
There it is. Hand it back
Is that Egyptian?
before he has a chance to say anything.
Goodbye. Wow, motherfucker, I didn't even think about him. Like, when I gave him the vest, I didn't think about...
Everything's falling exactly to plan.
So, you guys get in the mansion, I guess. Fuck it. You walk right in the front door. Now, the mansion. Oh, I lost mine. The mansion is massive.
Am I still carrying the helium with us?
Yes.
The clown is,
Oh, yeah,
because
Ah,
it's a
smart,
clown.
smart.
Probably with a few
Balloons.
So, the mansion is
Maybe you have
massive.
no problem with all the blood everywhere.
It's pain.
Honey Heist.
Stars get away with a lot.
They do.
Yeah.
It's all an act. It's all a bit.
It's like Lady Gaga with the costume. We're all trying to
The
be
meat
edgy.
dress.
Meat dress.
There's security at the front steps, which you guys handled. There wasn't more than one because of the distractions that you did. The stone railings and corner pieces of the stairs are adorned with small cherub statues, all with the bulbous head of Senator Fudd. The front door has the name Fudd in large golden letters. You do notice as you walk by the front door, you would probably notice more than this, it has a key card access. But right now it's open for everybody, but normally all of these doors are probably key card locked. But there's a party right now, so some of them are going to be open.
Okay.
There's also, as you can see, security camera up at the top.
Ooh.
Are they wireless or hardwired?
CCTV.
Oh, hardwired.
Once we're
Okay.
inside, can I try to sense where the honey is?
Yes.
What direction?
Okay.
Yes. In 1 second. The inside of the mansion is more glamorous, with large crystal chandeliers and luxurious furniture. There are many celebrities and politicians milling about, networking, taking selfies. Some are entering a large room that booms with music and lights every time the door opens. There are others that venture upstairs. At multiple areas, you see not only security but also cameras within the building. If you want to go ahead and locate the honey, I'm
And
just going to say you
where
can
in the
probably
building
just
is
do
the,
that.
is
That's
the-
not the front. The front. What?
Hey,
Where's the box? The junction box for the CCTV.
You're not sure.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to figure that out as you
okay.
walk around. You,
would that be on the outside of the building?
I don't know.
as you enter and you kind of clear your senses and start smelling, you can tell it's coming from below. Well, also right there next to you, but deeper below under the house.
You
Wait,
smell
you said-
something?
You said
If there was a basement, it would be in the basement.
so. It's under us right now.
Under, not right now, but it's like down, probably like down and forward.
We can start digging.
So it's probably closer to the back,
Blow a hole.
closer to the back of the
We
house.
could
That might be
blow a
quick.
hole.
That might be good for the last safe though.
If there's a
Hmm.
vault.
Closer to the back of the house and down. Yeah, you guys don't have a thief, so
Oh shit.
And we have to keep the house.
don't worry.
intact.
There's
Oh, because you want it.
Do we have
Not
to?
the vault though.
Well, so where's
you
the,
destroyed the lawn.
where's the original? Where's the original part of the house? I would assume it's not. It's like
I don't
over the
think
house.
he's
So-
playing for
so
this
here's-
to be
yeah,
the-
I'll tell you
Sorry.
something I didn't plan for, but what you do see is how big was the original house?
It was like a small, like middle class. He was a cop.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something. You don't see it.
Ooh,
Oh,
Not
no.
here.
ooh, okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
You see one of the doors. The door on your left that leads to the club room.
Okay.
No, not the club room. The one that's on your right that leads to the trophy room. That door is your front door, not your
So it's-
front door.
it's got-
You have a weird you did not let go of this
No.
at all.
He never left.
So that
the
to your
scene.
in your mind, that is the front door that you would walk through so many times,
Okay.
as you said, "Honey, I'm home," and that door is sitting right there,
I said.
and it's part of his trophy room, basically.
Can I do that?
Right. So it has even what number was it? Do you remember what number the house was? It has the numbers still on there.
Okay.
It looks exactly like whatever the fuck that door looks like.
666.
No.
And it has the bear-shaped handle that I can fit my hand. on.
Yeah. Well,
Getting past.
they're all levered now, so you can like raptors in Jurassic Park. You guys can get through. So there's that door, so you know the rest of your house has got to be in here somewhere.
I try not to look at it. For
Yeah.
the time being.
You.
One less. Yeah.
It's like cold in your heart. So where would you guys like to go? The club room, the kitchen, the trophy room, or upstairs,
I have a
Well,
feeling
or the bathroom?
Downstairs.
it's
Yep.
downstairs. I feel like the stairs going down will be in the kitchen. But me and you should look for that camera box.
CCTV box. I agree.
Okay. So you guys want to split up?
I have a feeling security room will be upstairs. What's this room?
The club room.
Oh, what's
Bathroom.
this?
Oh, there's a bathroom. That's stairs within the club room that lead upstairs.
Oh, upstairs.
They go upstairs.
I'll go with these two.
There's no
For
downstairs.
the
Following the
muscle.
CCTV wires. What?
Sure. Or where are you guys going?
Well, there's no downstairs. Stairs that go down.
No.
Muscle.
Must be some other way to get down there.
A secret lever, perhaps.
This house does not have a basement. You just know that the honey's down there because you could sense it. If none of you had the
Trophy
sense, I would say you have no idea where it is.
Trophy room.
Okay, so you immediately she touches your door and you're like, but she goes in because you know it's part of the job. And she goes into the trophy room. You are immediately welcomed.
Is it like the rest of the cast of
Alex,
the trophies?
let's hope to
No,
get any back on
It
each other.
is the heads of
No,
like
no.
every kind of animal
Never
you
mind.
could ever imagine. All of them. What happened?
Just adjusting.
Every single the head of every kind of animal exists in this room, all along the walls. It is like in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when he goes into the room with the big game hunters and he's like, that's exactly like how you feel when you enter this room. And bears of all kinds, of sun bears, every sort of animal, and then there's a massive roaring fireplace at the very end, and above the fireplace is a wooden plaque. Like it doesn't have a head on it, but it's ready. And it just says reserved bugs.
Okay.
And that's all it says on there. And so that's what you have.
Is there a shotgun in this room?
No. There is like a holding one for one,
And
but
it's gone.
it's not
We can
there.
put the helium in the fireplace.
Yeah, we could.
I feel like we should
Okay.
use it for the vault.
But you don't see any stairs in here, but you do see, bookcases and there's
Ooh,
Start pulling
like
books.
yes.
Well, are you pulling books?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the fireplace. Is it lit?
Yes, roaring fireplace.
Wait a minute.
Master-
I want to take something. One of the random figures or statues or something, and I want to try to put out the fire.
Put out the fire.
Mm.
All right, so you take like a gazelle head with the horns, and like shoving it into the fire, like and kind of smearing it around, and one of the logs kind of falls out, and you just beat it with the thing to put it out, and you have successfully put out the fire, I guess.
What's it? Is it just a solid fireplace beyond it? I want to pat around in it.
All right, it's very hot, but as you pat around and feel it, you feel there's something up above, and as you grab it, you are able to pull it out. It stays safe from the fire itself. It's in like this metal box, which as you pull out is the metal box is kind of hot, but the contents are probably safe. And you place it down, like cool it off, and as you open it up, it's a bunch of photographs.
Human teeth.
And it's all of these photographs of, it looks like Senator Fudd with a young woman that looks exactly like Senator Fudd. And they're like walking in a park together, sharing ice cream together, hanging out together. And as you go through, it's almost like you're watching this life between these two people.
Like
and then
twins?
Not twins, they just sort of look alike. They're not related, they
Mistress.
just kind of look the same. And as you flip through, the same like bulbous head and but just a female version of Fudd. And as you flip through, you get to where you see that like it's him in a who took this picture, I don't know, but it's him in a hospital holding her hand. And then it's him crying next to an empty bed. Basically the movie Up. And then it's him at the funeral like this, and it's all of these.
Burn the pictures.
No,
Okay.
I don't. There's no,
It's Elmer Fudd as a woman. That's it.
basically. Well, Mr.
Elma.
Senator Fudd. Come on, Jeff. Jeez.
Elma
Senator
Fudd.
Elma.
So, and you, so you just go through this bizarre collection of photos, and on the back of one of the photos, you see it's her. It's the gravestone, with him standing in front of it. You can just tell he's in a graveyard. And when you flip it over, it just says "Never Forget" in red.
Who took these
Red
pictures?
writing.
Yeah.
He hired his
He
assistant.
he kept setting up cameras to
Selfie stick at the funeral.
He set up a camera as she was
as she was dying. He's a sick puppy. So that's what you found in the
He's a
trophy
sick
room,
pig.
Okay,
but it's something. So
I'll take them.
you guys are looking for the CCTV.
I'm pulling on trophies to see if there's any secret.
Oh, you're all in the trophy room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. it looks
So
cool.
you're pulling on trophies and just dropping them on the floor as you're like, boom, 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 boom. As you guys are all doing this, one of the security walks into the room. Excuse me, what the fuck do you people think you're doing? And he shuts the door behind you and starts walking over and starts picking up some of the trophies. Get the fuck out! Come on, let's go. I'm kicking you all out. Let's go. And he starts grabbing everybody.
I want to keep smiling at him like I have human
Teeth.
teeth.
You sound a little bitter. May I suggest that you just suck it up and get on with your life?
You should have been the face for this. So he wait a minute. Are you like the Urks? Are you the Urk?
Steve, this is my sister Michelle. With a pleasure to meet you, Michelle. Why don't you talk like you, Mickey Mouse?
No, I do.
He looks to the child, and looks to you because he thought you were the woman speaking. Listen, folks, you just can't be in here, so please leave
I
the
closed
room.
the door behind him.
Can I honk my nose to distract him?
I'm
Seriously?
gonna go for his throat.
Shut up, Limo. I'll just pour a glass of milk.
Roll 2d6.
Oh shit! That poor.
Oh, damn it.
You and he catches you and he goes, you think I'm some kind of punk? Small guy. And you're like,
Can I go for his
Wow.
wrist?
well, does anybody else want to help?
Come get him.
Can I go over? So he has
Break
an
his neck.
ar-
Yeah, and
arms
he's punching the
My braces.
The honey badger.
Okay. I want to go over and I'll take his arm and free him.
All right, roll.
Is it 1 or 2?
Roll 2d6.
They're both 4.
Roll one more d6. Actually, just one more. See if it does anything.
2.
Okay. Here's why it works.
Okay.
He's holding his arm straight, punching. His suit isn't black. His suit is like more of like a creamish sort of color, like a tan kind of color. And you look at the arm and you're like, boo. And you go right for it, and just from his shoulder you remove the arm, and just like, and now the arm is sticking straight out of your mouth, and you start eating it like a snake with the honey badger at the end, and you just see you going lower and closer to this maw, and you're like, and you get out of the hand, it's like you shoe ties right into your mouth, like from just. It didn't make sense how it went in there, and he just.
Can I dive into his mouth so he doesn't make a noise?
And you just start kicking in there. You get all the way in, just his tail, and you just see as he falls to the ground, convulsing. And then he climbs out of the pant leg, covered in blood. You're not sure how he got out.
Only one way.
There are cameras watching this also.
No cameras in the trophy
Thank
room.
God. Because he's
No cameras in
Just
the
think about
trophy
that.
room.
Okay, perfect.
This might be where he takes care of some business.
fantastic.
Perhaps a secret room.
Is there any spaces up on the wall?
Hmm?
Or is there any empty spaces up on the wall?
Up on the
I'm
wall.
gonna put him up where the
Yeah.
reserved. I'm gonna put him on the reserved.
So you put it
Yeah.
right on like a hook and jam it. Let one of
Is
the
that how that works?
Yep. And so you jam the head of security
Oh,
onto.
I want to take his ID.
Yeah, does he have any key cards? Or
Yes, he
anything?
does. He does have a key card.
Does he have an earpiece?
Yes, he does.
I want to switch into his suit. cut
Okay,
off
it's missing
at
an
the
arm.
waist And the arm. I'll rip the
It's
other arm so
missing.
it's like sleeve.
So here you are wearing the head of security with the. He does have thick sunglasses
And does
as
he have
well.
an earpiece?
Yes.
I'll wear the earpiece
So you-
also.
2 earpieces.
And you have this tan suit, and you're ready to roll.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. So that's the trophy room.
What's his
Jesus God, what?
What's his name on the ID?
You can't read.
What's his name on the ID?
What's his name on the ID? God, tell me.
God hasn't planned for this.
Jeremy Wibby.
His name is
Mr.
Jeremy Wibby.
Mr.
Yeah,
Wibby.
right.
There you go. It's close enough. I like that you looked at the camera to say. You looked at me for like confirmation. Okay, so where are we going next? The trophy room didn't seem to give you
No,
what you
We
wanted.
should disable those cameras before we start moving about.
I agree. We can take these stairs.
In the
Oh,
club room.
That's the club room. It's right
That's
across the way.
across from
You can
us.
just get into the club room. All
Okay.
these doors are kind of open to people.
What are the triangles?
The triangles were security.
What do the numbers mean?
Those are like
Makes sense.
security kind of wandering around doing stuff.
Oh, okay.
Are they triangles or people?
Wait, is there a person in here? Or is this the person that was?
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
person.
okay.
Yeah. Because of what you guys did, I kind of made people be all over the place now.
Okay.
So
All right.
I didn't know if you were to go completely silent, and then this is where they were going to be. But
Should we go into the kitchen and see if they have any spare honey in the drawers?
I think we saw
Do you
honey
need
from
honey?
I think we're okay.
No, I just like honey.
yeah, since this wasn't a plan, nothing went off without a hitch. This was just, wanton murder. So none of you took a point in criminal for this.
No.
I believe
So
everything we did was justified.
Of course you do.
Sure.
Wait, do I need a point in bear for mole in that arm? My mouth?
No, the bear is when you fail something and fuck up,
Okay.
and you get like all frustrated and pissed off,
Okay.
and you haven't really kind of succeeded at most of the things that you've
That's
done.
good.
It's good.
So good.
So where are you headed? To the club room?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start making your way to the club room. There is cameras in here, 2 of them. So you have to be careful.
Play it safe.
Yeah. So as you open up the doors,
Oh, that's what you mean by club room.
Yeah. I
It's a
expected
club
something
room.
completely different.
as you go in, it is.
Jeez.
Let me go ahead and play the song that it's playing. I'm not going to play the whole thing, right? Because we're recording. So I'll just give you a quick taste.
It was fun, Blake.
Why does this man have a club?
Do you not?
Every successful man has a club.
Yeah, I mean, with like copyright, this one's kind of shot, so have at it.
How?
No, I mean for content, for funny stuff like Urkel.
That's not shot.
Oh, I can't.
They
find
probably
it.
can't. They probably can't even hear.
They probably can't hear me say, "Did I do that?" Did
Can
I do
Well, anyway, as you enter,
Yes.
it's full of people dancing, grinding. It's full of all this loud music, and all this just absolute craziness. There is a few security in there as well. It seems like a bouncing fucking room, but not so sure. There are stairs in the back. Here we go.
Happy fucking birthday, birthday boy, birthday girl, birthday boy, birthday girl, birthday boy, birthday girl, request.
So that's what it's playing the entire
Good,
time.
good.
I hope that spiked the audio. That's what it's just blaring at you the whole time as you guys walk in.
How many people are there? Like just a bunch?
Like a shit ton. It's
Security,
it's
everybody?
crowded, yeah.
And
everyone's-
birthday party.
Everyone's just like woo, and they're doing blow and honey at the same time, and it's
Bloody.
fucking tight.
I want to find as much drugs as I possibly can and use them all. Take them from people's hands.
Okie dokie. So once you walk in, Stripe completely walks off, and you walk up to someone, and he's like, he's like about to, and you kind of grab his hand and like, and he goes, "Hey man, what the? Oh shit! Sorry, sir. Sorry." And he sees you, and you proceed to do that for a while. Just say Jeremy Webby and grab their drugs and do them in front of them, eating them, snorting them.
Jeremy Webber.
All the while
I don't know, Colonel.
I eye the camera and I follow the wire as he's
You
doing.
start. They lead upstairs.
They do live upstairs. Good.
All part of my plan.
It's working out.
Your mastermind is just doing coke in the middle of the floor, so you're following the cameras upstairs. So it leads you upstairs. That's where the camera cords take you. Does anybody else follow, or do you guys do something else in this room?
How many people are in this room?
Just a lot. Like, it's hard to tell. It's dark. There's a lot of
but
flashing.
there's a lot of
It's a
people.
lot of people. It's like a crowded floor.
I'll guard the front of the stairs. I'll go to the bottom of
Okay,
the stairs.
so you get to the top bottom. So you guys start making your way upstairs. Now, if you turn the page, you will find the upstairs.
Birthday girl.
The other way. Just flip the whole. Now that's the upstairs. You have followed the stairs up to the upper club room, which now it's a bit of a changed atmosphere. It's still the club room, but up here everything's a little
Older.
sweatier,
Ooh, yeah.
more naked,
Nice.
more covered in honey.
Ooh.
There seems to be a golden glow about the room from the honey,
Golden shower.
and it seems to be a honorgy going on up here. The smell is.
The smell. Think of the smell.
Think of the smell. The honey smell does not mask what else is
It's like
happening,
doo-doo butter.
and it's awful. This honey, what
Fishy
you're
doo-doo.
seeing now. Let me explain why this is so awful. What you're seeing is people. They're not like eating the honey; they're degrading this honey. This is good honey. This isn't the golden angel that you're looking for, but this is decent honey, and they're just using it like this.
We're in hell.
Lubricant.
Who are these
We're in hell.
monsters? You're in hell.
Eliminate these people.
You're in hell.
Now, do they
I'll put the
notice?
helium tank
This
down.
honey could go to so many orphan cubs, but instead,
For a disgusting lavish lifestyle.
exactly.
Do they notice that we're not naked? Like, do they take a?
No, you walk up, and one of the security is like, well, all right, welcome up to the upper club. What you're gonna have to do is strip down to your skivvies and get honeyed up. That's what we call it here.
I want to
Oh,
shine
hello,
my
sir.
ID and say Jeremy Rimmer.
Yes, I'm aware who you are, Mr. Whibley. It's a pleasure to see you.
I want
again.
to just walk past them with my group.
Okay. He smells a little bit. Bye. So that happened. Well, if you were Whibley, maybe you'd get it. And so you guys walk further into the room. He goes, "Are you escorting them then? I guess."
I don't look at them and shake my head.
Okie dokie with your big glasses and your
Yeah.
stupid sleeveless suit. I like the sleeves, bro. Mm. So you guys go
Did
further.
he have
in
a
the
gun
room.
on him?
Yes,
Oh, so I got a belt with a gun on it?
they are armed security.
Okay.
You have yours is inside the suit.
Okay.
But theirs is actually no, all of theirs is inside the suit. It's always a shoulder holster.
Okay.
So
Should we continue following the wire since we're going to go
Yes.
upstairs?
Yeah,
So-
if they keep going, I'm gonna.
if you look as you exit the club room, you follow the wires around. There is a security room with two armed security standing outside of it. So
Try your luck again. See if you can get in there.
I want to walk up to them, show my ID, and go, Jeremy Rivera.
well, Mr. Wibley, it's a pleasure to see you. Didn't you say you were just about to go on rounds?
Jeremy Rivera. I want to try the knob.
Okay, so you try the knob and it doesn't work.
I want to
They're
look at him.
They're like,
And start tapping it.
sir, don't you remember how to get in?
I want to look at him.
You know, you're a little shorter than I remember. This would be an excellent opportunity for the face to try to step in and see if she can't de-escalate the situation.
I'm going for
Try
his
to provide,
testicles if you fail.
yeah, also because he's psychotic and off of his mind on drugs.
Alright,
Oh,
right
I
now.
forgot about that. So you better,
So,
you better.
yeah.
You're
It sounds like trumpets
So
underwater.
this dude.
you see as the guy goes, I mean, you know, don't you remember you have to get in? You're a little shorter than I remember. And you see him like, and like start cracking his neck, readying to tear him apart.
So this
The
dude,
veins
bro,
in my neck
with his
are-
popped collar, ripped shorts, just comes up and starts getting in his face.
Whoa. Is that your attempt?
I'm a fucking bear.
All right. I want you to roll. I want you to roll 2d6 and see if it beats your criminal because you're trying to be a which one are you using? Criminal or bear?
No,
Which-
right now I'm trying to con him. A dude, bro,
All
getting
right,
in his
roll
face.
roll. Okay,
A 1 and a 2.
excellent.
Nice.
All right. So as you do, he goes.
Thank God my veins calmed
He goes,
down a little bit.
Who the fuck do you think you are? You go in my house. And you go, okay. I didn't know it was like that. I'm sorry, man. I know.
What
Listen.
just happened?
I went to Alpha, Beta, Kappa, Wabbit, Toddy too. I know.
I would pop my
I know.
collar.
I'm sorry. I forgot where I came
That's
from.
how they show their apology.
I forgot. like,
Hire the collar.
like cobras when they see it. Listen, I forgot who I was and where I came from. All right, I got lost in this new identity for myself. Forgot what it was like to be one of the boys. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Come on, bring it in.
I want to
Go
go
ahead.
for the keys in the key.
The other security guys standing there, looking at them, looking at you, looking at all of you,
Honk.
especially you.
I'll give him a balloon.
He looks a little bit at the blood on your shirt. He looks a little bit at how your outfit you're not quite what he remembered from TV. He looks at you, he doesn't remember that his boss looked quite like that. He looks at this situation and he goes, that was beautiful. Go ahead. And he swipes.
Sorry.
And he swipes. It's beautiful.
I want to
Watch
take a
these-
handful.
These two guys put away their differences because they found a common ground that they both went to the
Did we?
same frat house,
Barely.
and that really it was
Barely.
when it all comes
Barely.
down to it. Why can't these bros just be bros? Thank you. The bros would be bros. And he lets you in. You're now in the security room as you and walking as you start walking. I guess just and showing your thing, still kind of frothing at the mouth from all of the drugs.
Do I still have the braces in too?
Yes, you have the braces in, the coke on your nose, some blood on your hands. It's like, do you guys remember Smoking Aces?
Yeah.
Do you remember the end when one of the Tremors brothers, the crazy motherfucker, walks out of the elevator with the FBI jacket on, but he still has blood on him? He still killed like 100 people, and he's going, FBI! That's exactly what you're doing. Like, but everyone believes it. So you walk in and you see there are two. No, not two. There's one, like a fat man sitting at the computer, and he turns his little wheelie chair around. What's all this then?
Jeremy.
Yeah, I know who you are. Wibbly. I don't work for you. I work for the FUD. So what do you want? And you see that
Jimmy's
it's beautiful computers, tons of monitors, all those security cameras.
I got an idea. We can get him fired. Watch this.
How?
Bring up my phone.
Does he understand?
Yes.
I bring up my phone and I screencast to all of his screens, all of his work screens. Honey Hub. What was the name of the video?
Rough rods.
Rough rods in the rec room.
On all the screens. In front of his boss. No less.
What the huckleberry heck is going on? Did you do this?
No, I'm not rolling.
Did you? Look, you can't just go and tell FUD about this. What am I supposed to do about that? What?
I want to go to my walkie-talkie.
Wait. Okay. Look, my brother got me this job, and I don't want to upset Porky. So whatever you guys need. What do you want? What the fuck? It was that.
That means leave.
You want me to leave? Okay. And he starts grabbing all of his stuff. And he goes over to the door. As my brother says, that's and he pulls out the gun and he goes, "That's all, folks," and runs away. You now have the security system or the computer system for the cameras, and perhaps more.
I would like to, if possible. I'll roll for it if I have to. Disable all the cameras and replace the feed with reruns
Oh my god.
of the hit show Family Matters.
As you start doing this from each of the cameras, you notice something. As you're sitting there, it was on the map, but I'm not sure if you saw it. But you notice that there are a couple of golf carts near the front entrance of the because your car is demolished, you have no way out. So you see there's a couple of golf carts, and there's one security camera that's inside of the garage. It shows just you're the only one that sees it real quick, but you see the car in the garage, and you're like, "Oh my god, that!" And he changes it then to like Ericle's face as he's like and doing some shenanigans.
Do I know where the garage is from here?
Yeah, it's on the other map. It's like if you exit out of the
jump out the window.
If you go out the front door, it's to the left, and the garage is right down there, and it leads a nice long driveway that goes right out to the street, or the golf carts, which can also go, So that's something that you notice.
Escape plan.
I wouldn't say anybody else notices anything in particular. Yeah.
Okay, so cameras are good.
Mm-hmm.
What next?
We're gonna have to wipe the memory so that we've never existed. And then kill every single person in this house.
So all the cameras are now playing reruns of whatever that show was. I forgot.
I don't know how you can
Family
forget
Matters.
Hit show.
It was the best show.
Netflix is getting a reboot.
We're getting a reboot.
All right.
That's how good it was.
Okay.
But all the memories wiped.
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
Hacker. Actually, you're gonna have to roll for this shit. Yeah, you're gonna have to roll for this shit.
How many do I have?
So you're rolling 2 die. This is gonna be a criminal, so you have to beat your criminal score.
Okay,
So if you want to eat honey before that in order to try to offset it, you can. But you are gonna be doing a criminal.
I'm 3 and 3 right now.
All right. Then just roll those 2d and get something lower than a 3.
Oh. 4 and 5.
2 failures.
With
Okay.
advantage.
2 failures.
So as you're going into it, you realize, holy shit, this guy was really fucking good. Porky's brother, Pookie, was fucking amazing at this shit, and
Coding and all that.
just a simple stupid mistake. Fuck, you fucked up, and now all of the security cameras, not only are they not hacked, but it looks like you tripped some sort of silent alarm. It's not, and as you realize, you're like, shit, and you look around, and all the security are still like, didn't seem to notice. Where this alarm went, you're not totally sure. But you
Straight to Elmer.
retract and you continue, and then you're able to wipe it all out. But you did fuck up.
Okay.
Put a point into bear because you're like fuck, and you messed up.
We have to kill someone?
Remember, you can get that point back in criminal by having a flashback later if you need to. Yeah. So, where do we go from here?
We need to locate the vault.
Ooh, is there any information in this room about that secret area?
Or can we see it on the camera?
Ooh.
We didn't wipe the
No.
memories.
There's
Oh,
no
shit.
cameras in wherever that particular area is, or if there are, then they go somewhere else. What you do see, though, is that shortly after you trip that silent alarm, the main bedroom, you see somebody open it up, and you see it's Senator Fudd, and he talks to points to one of the security people, tells them something. That security guy goes and starts going downstairs, and he kind of looks around, looks at the camera, looks back, and just shuts the door again.
Are we supposed to kill him too? Or were we just supposed
It
to...
wasn't part of your mission,
No,
but you can do
yeah.
whatever you want.
I could probably crawl in the vents because I'm an appropriate size to do so, and try to go into the basement and find the door leading upstairs.
We're still in the security room. Are there any blueprints or anything like that?
No.
No. If you want to risk it.
Oh, you guys can stay here, and when I find the door, I can pop it open and tell you guys how to get down here.
All right.
Alright, I want to go to the vent and see if I can pop it open.
No problem. Rip it right open, and you start crawling through it, and it goes right to the next room, which is the main bedroom. And oh, this is a vent that shares rooms. That's what that one. So you just popped into the main bedroom, and Fudd is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, so he came in here and disappeared.
Interesting.
Because you see it, you're like, oh my god, shit, I'm in the main room. Oh no, Fudd. Oh, where's Fudd? No, he's not there.
Look for secrets.
An elevator? A secret elevator?
Or just a secret door.
Or a secret door?
You don't know. They're secret.
Does
if
this
they're
vent go down?
No.
Or okay. I'm gonna walk around the room and look for secrets.
Okay. You start pulling shit around.
I'm gonna take a shit under his pillow too.
Roll. Do any of you guys want to go into this room?
Yeah.
I'll unlock it, yeah.
All right, so
He
you
turns
unlock
in
it.
and then we all come follow.
One of the other security people is like, "Excuse me, you all can't go in there." Oh,
Stanley River.
hey. And he walks away. Not sure what that was about, but maybe Wibbly would have known. So you all go into the main room,
I am
and you all start looking for shit. We don't have a thief, so I guess I'll go with the mastermind, the brains. So roll 2d6.
two double snake eyes.
Snake guy.
Nice. Let me see what you find. Double snake eyes, double success. Actually,
Double very success because they're ones.
Super success.
That's actually what that's supposed to
No, I
mean.
can't get us all. There's no way.
Weak.
There's no way.
So as you start, searching through this room, you start looking. You immediately start pulling books from the bookshelf because you remember like Scooby Doo and shit. And you start pulling books from the bookshelf, and you pull one book that
Bomb.
doesn't pull all the way out, and you
Really
see
nice
it says hunting season on it, and you're like
Rabbit season.
Wabbit season, yeah. It says Wabbit season, and you put it back, and the door and slides, and there is indeed what appears to be an elevator. You were distracted with that. There is a computer in this room, and his desk does appear to be like locked and has like drawers that are locked pretty well.
Shotguns.
No.
Hacker, check it out.
I don't know how to drive
hacker,
this
and then
vehicle.
we don't have a thief, so you guys would have to think about how to get into that. But you did notice these things. Computer looks important. Desk looks like it has something important inside. Not sure what it is.
I still have that
Can I
broken
rip it
bone.
open?
If one of you wants to work on the drawers while I hack the computer, you can use it as like a crowbar, maybe.
Can I put like a chair against the door that we came in? In the meantime, just guard the door that we came in.
Yeah, sure.
Is that door also on a
you
key
put-
lock? Normally or no?
This one is on a swipe lock, but he opened it from the inside,
Okay.
so it opened. But yes, every other door is a swipe lock. But he can get
I
into
don't
it
want
anyway.
guards.
Yeah.
He has basically master access to most of the locks here anyway. But you put a chair up against it anyway, and as you do, you hear the doorknob. Hey, 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 hey. No, I'm just fooling. Anyway.
What a bunch of incompetent security guards.
Gummy boobs.
I'd like to try to use the computer if I could.
Okay, you're gonna roll another hacker roll.
Was that 2?
2d6. I think. I don't know.
Was it 3? Ready? Here we go.
Yeah, 2d6.
Ooh, snake eyes. I'm
One. All right. As you get into it, so it's just one success.
Yeah.
Good enough. As you get into it, you start seeing weird systems on here. First of all, you get there's weird emails and stuff.
Okay.
And upon his emails, you do see that he says
pig porn.
something. Something not right. Something not right. I'm canceling. Me and you can work this out next time.
Oh, okay.
And it's to blocked, whoever he was sending it to. So whoever this deal was supposed to be made to, the silent alarm tripped him off, and he is now ending that deal. And now whoever that is now in the wind. You also noticed, and this is the only other thing important, as you notice it, you see vault locked. Actually, you see vault opened, and then you're like, what? And then locked, and you're like, ooh.
Oh.
So the vault was just closed. You also see laser grid deactivated, activated, and you're like, what? You cannot control the laser grid from here. So it's just this is basically like a systems overview of what's going on. Who's trying to get that drawer open?
I'll rip it open.
Okay,
I'm so
so as
This
I
whole
would
time, I was getting confused between Porky, Pig, and Bud. I thought they were the same thing. That's why I kept making pig jokes.
well, nope. So as you're trying to jimmy this lock open with this thing, roll the muscle. No, and she'll just.
Oh, okay.
They're both 6.
Okay, so you and the whole desk goes and slams into the wall. Strong drawer as you're just left holding the computer itself like fuck as the whole drawer goes out from under you. Holy shit! So put a point into bear.
Where am I?
Uh-oh.
There.
Are you
Where
at
am
full bear?
Huh? It's 1 point so far.
Just one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, because you failed. So darn it. You can try again.
I would like to. Can I try punching in? To it?
Sure. Roll 2d6.
2 and 3.
What's your bear skill?
My skill.
Is it above 3? Well, is it above a 2?
Yeah, she's got a 4 because she has
4
the
bears?
3
He has
regular
3 and then plus
Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
Oh,
4
so
bear,
confused.
right?
Okay.
So you just you. That's fair. This is a strong lock.
Yeah.
So you go
If we do this,
and cut the desk in half. Like she hits it, holds her hand there, and you just see as this panda in a clown suit snaps the desk in half, and all the drawers go for no reason. They just open.
And money.
And in it, you see there is a lot of money. There is some shotgun shells in one of them, and there is what appears to be this small piece of paper that says.
Any honey sticks?
This small piece of yes. There's this small piece of paper that says, "We member the combination, stupid. 35912."
I'll hold it
So-
up and show them.
Yeah, you might just want to write those down. So 35912. So that's pretty much all you found in this room. Fud's main chamber.
And I pooped on
You
the
should
pillow.
right. He was able to shit.
You wanted to take a shit?
Yeah.
Where?
On his pillow.
Yes.
Okay.
Took a shit on his pillow.
Okay.
Perfect.
Left a nice.
Well, wait, he came in
spiral.
this
Yeah,
room
but we
and
still
disappeared,
haven't
right?
found the secret thing.
He did.
He did.
I don't
It's
know
a
how to
secret
drive
elevator.
it though.
It was a secret elevator behind the bookcase.
I don't know how to drive
it
it
have a-
though.
It's an elevator. You don't drive an elevator.
Yes, you do. Humans drive them all the time. They
All
go
right,
up and down.
Jeff, you ready to drive that elevator?
Let's do it.
So you go in. Ding. Wait a couple seconds.
Wow.
Ding, and your time will shine at the end. Maybe. I don't know what the fuck you'll do. So you all get in this elevator, which, by the way, 5 bears in an elevator, pretty rough to be in there, first of all. So you won't, 4 bears.
I was just about to say, I'm so happy that you grouped us all in one category.
So you all
and you
jam,
ruined it.
you all jam into there, and as you ding, it closes on your
Hey
nose.
guys,
as
let's do
it starts-
something funny. Everybody jump on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You all jump.
Okay, none of you can jump because you're so crammed together.
But if we all do it at the same time.
No, okay, yeah, fine. You jump.
We
You go, and you're like, and you are free falling as you all, as the lights through the.
It's a 2-story building.
As the
bears screaming.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going under to where there is no basement. How deep is it? I don't know. As it's just, and you're and I want you all to put a point into bear as the elevator crashes into the ground. The doors explode open. All of you go flying out, battered and bloodied, and just on the ground. And you all realize at that moment, it wasn't very funny and it wasn't very fun.
Alright, so at this point, I guess it's all taking its toll on me because
Oh my
I'm
God.
very close. I just can't take that I'm in that house and it's so
it's
different.
You're close to bear.
I'm very close. I have one crime.
She's close too, so if you wanna,
Do a flashback.
yeah,
Flashback.
flashback
Do you
time.
remember the
Reminds me
last,
of
What?
the last time
The
we jumped on
time-
the elevator?
the time that we had that one heist
You're a king.
with the elevator.
The
With the
elevator.
elevator, remember
That
that?
sounds
At the
decent.
circus?
At the circus, yeah.
Yes.
And that
Holy
machine that
shit.
made the things go smash on
Yes,
people.
yes. And we took the hammer and boom, right on there. The
Exactly.
one guy's head went woo.
I was a clown.
Again.
You were the clown again.
I
It
was.
happens a lot.
Yeah,
What
it
did I do with my hacking? I hacked the cannon
Yeah.
Right.
And
Hacked
not
a
the
cannon.
person.
Hacked a cannon
The
and we
kid.
hopped in
by cutting the fuse, I
with the
guess.
honey. Right.
Right,
You know,
And I
hack.
plugged,
Yeah,
I
hack,
plugged,
you
I
hacked
plugged
the-
the fuse into the bottom of my phone.
That's good. That's good.
you-
Hold on. So you cut it, put the cut part in here,
Right.
lit it, and then somehow destroyed the fabric of time and space to make it reach. That's the best hacking job anyone's ever
Well, you
seen.
wouldn't
I mean,
believe
he is the
Snake
best.
technology is in everything. There's technology in everything nowadays. So the fuse is like,
It's nanobots.
and when they touched the phone, it exploded. We got the honey.
Put a
And we
point.
made our escape.
Take a point from bear to criminal. Good
Of
job,
course, look at
guys.
that.
I
Good job.
forgot
On,
that when I was a hacker last time, I would just slash
Did he?
things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's how I was hacking.
you were the muscle.
I thought I was a hacker.
No, you were not the muscle. You were the muscle.
Yes.
Yes.
And the
you
way I
were
would
the
hack things is just claw it.
Hack
Oh,
it.
I thought-
Physically hack it.
Yep. All right. So now you all stand up and look before you, and you see a long metal hallway. What were you saying?
So we're way underground.
Oh,
This
yes.
part? Okay.
And the elevator is destroyed. So
Perfect.
there's that. You see a long hallway stretch out before you. The walls are made of metal, and as you approach from the walls, launch a bunch of lasers that scrawl across every surface. They stop just short of you, but block your way entirely. The colors on the lasers are all different colors. There's a small keypad to your right with a screen and letters like a keyboard.
Don't forget the password, stupid.
You must type in whatever code it is to deactivate these lasers.
359.
Yeah.
Hacker.
Are they
59
letters or are they numbers
They're
too?
letters. No numbers, all letters.
Are there any serial ports that I
Ooh,
can plug into?
Type in Wabbit.
No.
Yeah.
This is a puzzle to solve.
Okay, so there's different.
You type in
Punch
Wabbit and it goes
So this is a puzzle.
Yes.
There's different colored lasers
Yes.
and an alphabet.
And
Keyboard.
a keyboard that is all letters, not numbers. Yes.
Anything else?
Are any,
Just all the lasers are different colors. This keyboard is here with its letters. That's it.
for a little guess of a hint here. Are any of the keys particularly like worn? Is there any combination of keys that are particularly?
That's
worn
very
on this?
clever. That's actually very clever. But none of you are a thief,
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
so
Okay.
you don't fucking know.
Yeah. No. That's
What
good.
colors are there?
All right. Did I write this down? Yes, I did. So the colors are as follows: green, orange, violet, red, black, sort of like an indigo color, and yellow.
I don't think they make lasers in all these colors.
It's all
Indigo's
red.
like purple.
I don't think they have black lasers. Do
Yeah,
they?
they do. It's scary. They're scaring you.
I love it. All right.
The last one was Y or yellow.
Yellow.
It was yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
So we just see all these colored lasers in front of
Just
us.
all across this
No-
hallway,
no
moving
particular order.
around.
No
They're
particular order.
no, they're all over the fucking place.
I'm gonna type in green.
You type in green.
As a hacker, I would maybe know, right? Is there a certain
That
amount,
is part of
is there a certain
hacking.
amount of attempts?
Or thief.
I wanted to make a puzzle for you guys
Yeah.
to solve.
okay.
Are there a certain amount of attempts though that if we keep typing it into the system, it'll alert somebody, or are we good to keep
You're
trying?
not sure.
Hmm.
This you're not totally
Hmm.
sure. This is beyond you. This is some fucking. He pumped money into
Okay.
this place.
Fucking Porky doing this shit.
Tell me.
The
Porky
no,
probably
the,
had.
no,
a
the
hand.
Porky
Yeah,
brothers.
Porky
right,
probably.
right.
Yeah, the Porky
Everybody
brothers
knows.
know how to fucking do some hack
Alright.
jobs.
So hold on. Green.
You
orange,
probably would know
violet,
them
red,
in your
black,
circles of
indigo,
work.
yellow.
The Porksies. The Porky brothers.
How many how many characters does it allow you to type in?
A pretty decent amount. Like 10 probably.
Okay.
10, 12, something like that. But it doesn't need to be that many. Like
Yeah.
you typed in green and it accepted it. It just didn't. It just wasn't the right one.
What
Yeah.
color is missing? Purple? Can I type in purple?
You type in purple.
Blue is missing.
Type in blue.
Blue.
It's gotta be the colors.
What do the colors mean, Mason?
Jason. Jason.
How high? It's all crisscross or in a. Okay.
Crisscross applesauce all over the place.
You like crisscross
Do you still have those
applesauce?
pictures
Of what?
of from the metal box?
Do we know the girl's
Oh.
name?
Do you know that special lady's name?
I mean, I took
Elma.
them.
She didn't have any names on the
Elma.
pictures. There was
Try
no
Elma.
name.
Nah, it's not.
Are these
But I could say you could still have the pictures if you want.
are these
Yeah, I took
lasers
them.
deadly, or are they just triggering something?
You how do you test that?
I can put my hand in it.
I compare the serial number to my database of serial numbers for
Okay. They're
model users.
they are organic ionizers.
Ooh.
Can't fuck with that, guys.
So just jump
What's that
into it.
do?
It ionizes organic
We
material.
die.
You die, you disintegrate.
Vaporize.
Yeah, basically destroys your molecules.
Would I be able to fit through these lasers?
No, they're all over the place. I'll tell you what, you could try, and if you make one fail,
Don't do it, boss.
you're now 2 honey badger pieces.
Two's better
If
than
if
one.
it's proving too difficult, you guys can all try to roll for
A hint?
criminal. He's the only one that would get 2 rolls because he's the hacker, but everybody else would just get 1.
For a
And
hint?
and you would get 2 rolls because for a hint, and
Oh,
you would get 2 rolls because you're the brains.
I would do that. A 3 and a 6.
What's your criminal level?
2. Oh, I see
Oops,
how that
you
works
failed.
now.
Yep.
Is
You
there
have no
anything-
fucking idea how this works.
Is there anything around us?
Your criminal's low, huh? You guys can always try to do better. Yes?
Okay.
What'd you say?
Was there anything around us?
Not really. It's just a smooth metal hallway.
And where are the lasers coming out of?
The
Like-
walls.
What
There's
does it have to be
fuck.
2?
There's probably like little nobules.
It would have
I
to be
failed.
2 or under
What do the ground and
for
ceiling
me
look
to
like?
succeed.
Do the colors
Metal,
mean?
smooth.
Do the colors mean anything?
You don't know.
Oh.
Maybe. Why would they all be different colors? You know what I
This is
mean?
a puzzle.
Yes, Alex.
This is a tricky puzzle.
Tricky puzzle.
Vinny's cheating.
No, I'm not. Why is there? Could I find it online?
Probably.
I don't know,
That's where
probably.
he finds all of his puzzles.
No, this one I came up with. But I came up with it from a concept.
Okay.
What did you guys roll?
I
I
didn't succeed.
1.
She succeeds.
My criminal.
Is your criminal 1?
I have 1 mark on my criminal.
And you got a 1?
Yeah.
You succeeded.
Yeah.
So you're all, fuck you. You're all standing there like, and the dumb shit fuck kung fu clown is standing in the back, chewing on a stick, looking at the ceiling, looks at the colors, goes, I remember this from school. You guys like, what? Like, I remember it from bear school.
This is where I
All right.
succeed.
It was like some sort of what are they, not an anagram, but it's like a
Animal.
you know, you like parenthesize it.
Excuse me.
Alright. Do you like how I'm doing it?
Yeah.
You know, you
You
like
got it
smush it.
perfectly.
You take the colors and you smush them. You know?
What, GOVRBIY?
Yeah, but not like that. It's different.
It's a different order.
I don't remember what order they went in, but they go different. And then they make like a little
word.
thing. Not really a word, but you know, like a thing you used to say.
Roy
say.
Bev.
Oh, yeah. But there's a fucking Y in there.
Roy.
Oh.
G-Bit.
And how do
Gotcha.
we make that in? Is
Gotcha.
that the password? No.
Type it in.
You type in Roy G. Biv, accepted.
Then while we wrote down colors, I'm thinking, all right, what's out of the sequence of Roy G. Biv, blah, blah, blah.
Why didn't
I
you-
don't know.
Why didn't you say it? Jeffrey, overthinking my Honey Heist puzzle.
Never overthink,
You
Kevin.
solved it. Now never, especially not in Honey Heist. So it and you guys were all
Systems turned off.
you because that was, I think you in character say that. Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking wrote that too. The first time your character gets excited about
the
it,
first time I lost my cool.
motherfucker.
Fair point.
You're still kind of hurt from the elevator. One of your sunglasses popped open.
Aw.
So you guys make your way down this long, smooth hallway, and at the end is a massive, heavy vault door. It has massive like turns, there's huge like locking mechanisms. It looks impossible to fucking penetrate, and in the center is a small spin dial.
3, 52, 12,
No.
54, 12.
No.
He puts in 3, 52, 12.
Alright, get out of the way here.
Put a point in the bear.
I push him out of the way. 359-12.
9, 12. When you spin it as
I got it loosened up.
Yeah. Good job, boss.
it,
Did boss.
and there before you
I want to start swimming in it.
is the inside
And you're no better than those
of the
in
vault of Senator
yourself
Fudd. Inside, you find a mountain of gold, cash, diamonds, jewels, none of which you give a shit about because you're bears. And sitting on top of all of it, you see a singular, massive barrel labeled
Barrel.
honey.
Barrel.
It will require 2 of you to carry at all times. You also find what appears to be, none of you are the thief, but I would still say it's still in here because it's kept on the top. What looks to be a prized beehive of some sort. Some very amazing beehive. All of you just roll a d6 and see where it comes on your criminal.
Oof.
1?
1.
Okay. Nice.
6.
Nice. Okay, so these 3. You two know, you two are like, whatever. Right to the honey. You 3 are like, holy shit. You 3 are more, you know, I would say,
Bears.
hardened criminals than these 2. You're kind of fun-loving. You're in it for a reason. You're after something. You 3 are criminals. This is your life. This is what you do. You don't have any other aspirations or cares. And when you see that, you're like, that's it. That's the famous missing beehive of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh.
Thought,
Wow, you guys got it.
people speculate, legend has it, that it's still haunted by his ghost.
Oh, what was he doing to it?
Sticking his.
What do you mean? It
Tiger
was his
in it.
prize.
Haunted by
Why?
him.
Yeah. Why is it haunted by him?
Still haunted by his ghost.
I want to.
Legends say.
I want
That's all it says.
That's
Legend
all.
stops
That's all
there.
the
Their
legends say.
legends are
Let's
very
leave it there.
And so
I want to look out. This is in a safe.
massive vault. It goes like
Oh,
further
vault.
back. It's almost like a warehouse size.
One of us should stay on the
Are
outside.
there any forklifts or anything around?
Yes.
B lifts.
I want to get the forklift and start coming towards the vault.
You start
Can I
arriving.
use it for the barrel instead of 2 barrels?
Yes, you may. So you.
I drift towards the barrel.
So he
Tokyo
spins around, and then the forklift somehow turns and picks it up because you're that good. And what do you guys take the beehive?
I take all the gold.
I'll take the beehive if no one else.
You don't take all the gold; it's a mountain.
Take all the gold.
You just start taking gold
In
and
my
putting
pockets.
putting it in your pockets, which you cut in half. So as he's putting them in his pockets, they're pouring out. And he's like, yeah.
Can I stick the beehive on my head for just you open up my
There's
hands?
no more bees in it, so sure. You stick the beehive on your head for what?
Like a hat, just so my hands are
Oh,
free, but we're
so
still taking it.
you kind of like a beanie, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And since it covers your ears, you hear hello, and the legends are true. So as
I'm a
you,
bear, so they can't communicate.
I can understand your thoughts.
I'm trying to ignore this as I'm
Dumb human president. So you all, I don't know. What do you do now? You have it. You have the shit.
We need to find a way out.
Yeah.
There's escape.
Why is there a forklift? How is there a forklift down
Because
here?
it's massive.
So
then
they put it in the elevator?
That's the one
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
you
yeah.
question in this
No.
whole game.
actually, how did they get this forklift down here?
That's what I
There's a
literally
garage.
just asked.
Yeah. So as you
Check or
guys start
something.
heading back towards the back of it, you do see that there is what appears to be a large ramp that
Easy
goes
way
up
out.
and curls around. And as you guys start driving up it on the forklift, I assume you're all hanging onto the forklift while it's
Yeah.
holding the.
Yeah, it's slightly tilting and pushed down.
It's struggling under this weight, but as it's not really, it's a forklift, right? And as you guys are going all the way up, you reach what appears to be another massive door with a keycard swipe.
I want to use your
Jeremy
key card.
It's not accepted.
I want to start biting at it.
Okay, he starts biting at the keycard.
It's not working.
Can you
Are
make
there
his key card work?
Are there any serial ports on this key card?
Yes.
It's no time for breakfast.
You remove him.
I want to try to hack the key card.
Okay. So you plug your thing in,
Sure.
your android that you stole from
Yeah,
that
3.0.
young boy, and okay, roll.
I get 2, right? Because of my hack.
Yeah.
You're a hacker, but if you need to throw another flashback on there,
I might need to.
throw another flashback on there.
You guys want to know what this reminds me of?
He says in the middle, you know.
Back when we first
As the
met yesterday,
forklift is like.
we stopped at
falling out.
McDonald's. Remember that?
I don't know what that is.
McBeagles, because they sell honey there. And we went to the machine and we put in a quarter.
Fucked on the copyright.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, we're fine.
Beager King is where we were at.
Burger King. Burger King.
And we put money in the machine and it gave us 2 snacks instead of 1.
You were like a hacker.
All right, take your fucking point.
I love when you get the free shit.
like a fucking hacker.
Too. It's still not good. All right, I got
You have two
of these. Yeah, I got two criminals.
You're basically rolling with disadvantage. You're rolling 2 dice and you take the lower number.
Fuck me. 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6.
Yep.
You know what?
You
This
have to roll
reminds me
again.
of?
You get a point to bear.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of?
Yeah. If you include him in your flashback, he'll get another point back into criminal.
There was this hacker I went to criminal school with. He reminded me a lot about you.
Bear school.
Well, he wasn't there with me. He was on TV. I watched him growing up every morning. I would eat my breakfast cereal, and I would think, hey, that would be quite a life away from crime, one away from murder. Then my mother was brutally murdered by a hunter, turned into a hat. And then I thought, I'm going to kill this motherfucker one day. And then I started killing. And just kept killing and killing. But it reminded me of this.
Wow,
Take 2 points because you used his backstory.
great.
Fuck yeah.
that was good.
2 points into criminal.
Oh, me?
So now you
I don't know why I did that.
no, you do 1 point into criminal
Oh, okay.
for him because you
Yeah.
used Vinny's backstory.
Whoa, I've got 17.
I don't know math. I don't know math.
Do it up.
Awesome.
Let's see if you can do it again.
So realistically, I have 3.
Yep.
3 and 3.
Hey!
Oh,
And you can do this. The door. As you bears stare off into the beautiful bright light, and
Wait,
what?
before we leave,
Oh.
we have to leave the picnic basket.
And
Oh.
we should also leave that oxygen tank and detonate inside the safe so
Oh,
he
he
loses
was-
all of his funds.
That's not bad.
I can roll the oxygen tank down into the.
Can I go back and
Into the
put the
vault.
picnic basket in the elevator and send it up?
The elevator
we
is
destroyed it.
destroyed,
Oh fuck.
so you can put it right on the top of the gold pile with the.
Well then we
Where
can't
the-
blow it up.
Where the beehive was.
We forgot the deed.
We could trigger
Leave
a
it.
trap.
Leave it.
Yeah.
If we find Fud, we'll just kill him.
These doors open into a massive garage.
Okay.
Huge garage, like warehouse size, and there you know exactly where to go. You haul ass,
5 miles per hour.
and you go right towards this ridiculous, huge, devastating Hummer.
Nice.
Easily can fit all of you bears in it.
Even
and
me?
this honey badger. And the barrel, no problem.
What about all the gold?
It's basically, I would say, more closer to like the monster truck from Ace Ventura.
Perfect.
Yep.
I turn on Blair Teddy Bear's Picnic and get everybody into the car.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible. You all get into the car
How do you not know what that is?
and you head out?
Is there an exit?
No. There's the garage doors, but you don't have a...
There's only one
is
thing
it
to do.
flimsy or is it like,
Yeah.
do we just see a wall?
We're-
We gun it.
We all died.
Yes?
Hold on, before we do that, where's the outside? Because if I remember correctly, the garage was near the
Yes, it
whirly.
is.
I would like.
It's, if you leave, it'll be kind of to your right.
I would like to
How do
try
you remember that?
to hack it once more,
Mm-hmm.
warp speed, so that one of the fucking thing flies off and hits the garage door.
So you're like, all right, this might fuck up the axle, this might fuck up the tires, and he's like, wait, I got this, and types it in.
I would like to try, yes.
And all right, hack it.
Don't forget to play the sound loop.
By the way, when you open up the
I
door,
got this.
when you open up the door, you got to point in the criminal also because you just.
Oh yeah, so that's 4 and
Plus
See what this
17.
one-
You're 17 in criminal.
yeah 17. I'm never gonna leave. Here we go. 2. We're good.
So he goes, wait, and you hear screams echo as
People
you
are
see,
still on it.
as you see. Oh, they're so sick. It's like being on one of those like
They're
G-force
probably dead.
machines.
Yeah, the blood probably can't get to
The door boom, busts open as you see one of the things tumble through, and you see it open
What are
as
the
you see a small child and a very old man. The old man's
Yeah.
head is caved in, and the blood has like stuck to the whole area, and the little boy is
a crack
covered
of
in
an
it,
egg.
and he goes, oh, I was just a child, and he dies.
Oh, I'm gonna run the movie.
He vomits horribly.
He might still have a chance.
He vomits horribly just as he as the tire just destroys his body as you guys and start hauling ass. As you start hauling ass through, just you're making your way out. You go past the festival grounds where you do.
That's awful.
You now see people screaming by the wreck shack as there's security carrying people out like, oh, after the mangled body and the removed heart. You see somebody carrying a headless clown's body going, no,
Can I honk out of the way?
no. What?
Can I honk out the
You
way?
lean out the window.
Slow down a little bit. What was that? A monster truck with 5 bears in it.
And as you honk your horn with your clown makeup, your clown wig, pointing at him, he goes, no, ha ha ha. Oh, it gets me every time. And as you guys hit the road and start hauling ass, you make your escape.
I'm gonna start counting my
So
gold.
you think, as you hear the sounds of helicopter approaching from behind, the sound of blades, and you kind of start looking behind you, and blaring right of the Valkyrie comes this helicopter, and you see leaning out the side with a shotgun, a massive double-barrel shotgun, is Senator Fudd, and he puts his hand kind of to his ear, and through your radio you hear, "Oh, you think you could get away with my precious treasures, did you? Wow, we'll see about that." And it backs to Teddy Bear's Picnic as you hear boom, and hitting on the top of your Hummer is just boom, like shrapnel, and you're like, holy shit.
Try to aim the helium up at him like a rocket.
I was gonna ask if I could throw it next to each
I
time.
still have my handgun.
There's a plan here.
I love this plan. So you just right of the Valkyries blaring from the helicopters. He's ripping at this Hummer.
I know what this looks like.
I'll see you. How is you bells? As he's trying to destroy you, what do we do?
Throw the barrel.
I will
So you're
throw
using-
the helium tank.
So you're using that to throw that. All right, and you're shooting at the tank. Okay, let's see if it works. You get to roll 2.
Did my flashback give me crime?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
I got double 6.
You got double 6s.
Yup.
So you take the helium tank and go, and it goes, boom, boom, it just slams back down onto the ground, and you're like, oh, that was embarrassing,
Why?
but it didn't leave.
Should I still take a shot at him, or
No, it's in the helium
Oh.
tank's still in the cards. Do it
Throw
again.
it again.
What the fuck am I gonna make you fit? Honey Heist. Let's do this shit.
Ooh,
One.
one.
You got one.
4. I'm gonna try another shot.
You had 4.
No, that was a
not bad.
scribble. That I only have 3. Oh, and that's a 3.
Damn. Oh, we got it.
He's joking out of his mind.
So you do my drugs increase my criminal?
Oh,
He said
there
at the
we go.
beginning it would.
Maybe I should have given you one more criminal for that.
All
Actually,
the
really
drugs I
thinking
heard.
about it. So out of the top
This
is
target is far away.
comes a clown
A moment of
there,
clarity.
Clown
and she points and starts aiming, and Fudd kind of looks, what the fuck? And you I know you as it starts like and you see just it makes it far, but it starts to fall, and you and fire as it hits the bottom, as it pierces the energy there, the air comes flying out as it and becomes basically a torpedo, and you can hear Fudd accidentally left his thing on, and you hear move the helicopter, stupid, and the pilot just looks and goes, huh. That old gypsy said it would end this way. As it collides with his head just liquefies from the thing as it flies out the top of the helicopter. The blades catch the tank. It fucking explodes. And as Fudd goes down, he goes, "I'll see you in hell, bears!" And fires off another shot. The shot comes through and just boom goes right in through the back window.
Kills me.
If it's a 6, then re-roll.
How about if it's
Who's number 2?
Julie.
How do we know?
Because I counted from Amanda to Alex.
okay.
of the roll, or
I rolled a 2d6. I counted from Amanda around, and as he boom, he fires as you and you slide back just with buckshot in your chest. And you're starting to cough up
I'm
blood.
gonna start pulling out pieces of lead.
The honey badger just starts reaching into your wounds and like
Honey on me.
yeah, what'd you say?
Pour
Honey on me.
There's some honey.
You break open the barrel.
It was
The
for us.
barrel?
It's for us.
It is
All
for
right,
us.
as you guys start
You get my
making your
cut.
way, the helicopter spins wildly and crashes up ahead. As you guys start making your way up there, as you're pouring the honey onto the wounds, you
Yes.
Continue.
It closes the
It is special honey.
It's golden angel
whatever.
honey. So as you crack it open, I just didn't expect this to be how we did this, but that's okay. As you crack it open,
That's
first
how
of all,
crackers were made.
as you open this pot of golden angel honey, it's like a seal broke, and you hear like, "Ah," and the honey like glows, and you all kind of look to each other and like nod in agreement
I look in the rearview mirror.
as you
Adjust the glass.
with your busted glasses. And as you start pouring the honey onto the clown, onto Poe, and now you start going back to your whole kung fu knowledge and start, because you're so zen, it helps. So what happens is you start seeing from her chest the pieces of buckshot, like Wolverine, pulling out, and you hear the kind of emanating, and as it heals her, you take one little bit of it and kind of, that's good honey. And because you tasted the honey, because the honey has entered your body,
My bloodstream.
because it's in your body, you can now see around you
Yeah.
the angel spirits of
Lincoln.
all of hold on. You can see the angels.
Yeah.
You can see the angel spirits of all the greatest bear thieves as they're flying with your car, and they kind of good job, Paul. As they're bears.
So wait, do these angel bears have wings?
Yes.
Because that is hard. Going at like 60 miles per hour.
And as a bonus, as you look upon these, some of your ancestors and some just the greatest bears to ever live, you guys see she's just looking around in awe. You are then fixated at the front of the car, where you see there is a man who's basically firmly seated on
His shoulder.
on what the fuck is his name?
Ryan Grisling.
Okay, Ryan Grisling's head, like squeezed on there, like he's phasing, like Ryan Gosling's head is right where his tummy is. You know what I mean? Like right where the honey thing is, like right about kind of mid center for Abe. So he's like
Is
right
that
in
top
there.
hat through the roof?
Yes, his head's through the roof, so you just see the body, and you just see it lean down. You're looking at the back, and the head spins around, and it goes, "Good job, Bo." And his head spins as he laughs, and you're like, I don't like it anymore. And it
Can
kind of
I do
freaks
the clown laugh cry?
So you guys are watching us pose, weeping, laughing, and you start approaching, and as you approach, you still have to get closer to the smoldering wreckage. And as you get closer to the smoldering wreckage, where that is, you see out of the woods comes a bloody thud, and he takes the gun, boom, and fires. You have one chance to dodge that with your drive skill.
Roll 2.
Yes.
Oh no. 5, 6.
Boom. The whole car fucking flips over him like Hellboy, and he, as he watches the car slam and roll and crash. And as you all kind of come to and are trying to crawl out,
Yes.
as you're crawling out, you're the first one to wake up. The rest are all. Some of them are out of the car. Some of them are hurt. You're still like, you're awake, but you're like, whoa, and too hurt. Everyone else is unconscious and just kind of waking up. And you're crawling out, and you see, and you're looking right at the barrels of his shotgun. And he goes, well. I never thought I'd see you again in these parts. Come to steal what was mine, eh? Silly bell. Tried to acclaim wast always, have we? And where has it gotten you? Here, at the end of my gun. Well. Guess there's only one thing left to do. Is there anything that you can think to try to do, to try to say? There is nothing to hack, really.
I was not.
There is
My
nothing.
bear is only
His
2.
his shotgun is straight up shotgun. Like,
Technology's everywhere.
Just like the cartoon.
He's so right. He's so right. Here's what I want to do. I want to.
Listen, you can't help him.
Too late, Honey Heist.
I didn't say
Honey Heist.
Honey
I'm
Heist.
gonna put my fingers right in the barrel, knowing that will send him into a flashback of every
Bugs
single
Bunny.
time he's ever dealt with Bugs Bunny. And
You all know of
yeah.
the bugs. Like,
Yeah.
you all know of him.
Legendary.
Legendary
Like,
con
how many
man.
times?
The world's most. That's what's gonna go through his head. So
He has PTSD.
not expecting him to do anything because we're not in the same world. But I do it.
it's basically he sees me.
Oh my god.
And as his eyes go wide,
Can I
I
do the camera?
pull the phone out of my jacket and
Can I do that?
And he's holding his hands. And you can see as he's rolling around out of his jacket, he seems to have dropped a small piece of paper. And you guys are all starting to wake up now as you see Fudd rolling on the ground, just, no, his heels, his terrible heels. And he's just rolling on the ground, and you pick up the deed to the house.
I want to give Fudd.
Why was that on this person?
As you all wake up, you kind of shaken awake, and you see Fudd, and you see Ryan Grisling as he walks over, who hasn't really done, he hasn't hurt anybody.
really
He hasn't
reserved
much,
today.
and he walks over and just and just slams, and he just and Fudd is not moving.
Can I go over and just beat him with the fish? Also, while he's not
Okay,
moving?
so as you do it, you kind of
Just
straighten
overkill.
yourself out, and the clown kind of walks over and starts beating Fudd with a fish. Do you want to join in beating Fudd's body
I
with
want to
a
roll up a couple $100 bills and just start smoking it.
$100 bills, put him in the fire of his helicopter, and just sit back and smoke him. And well, you've used a lot of the honey to heal the wounds of your compatriot, but there's just enough left for maybe a scoop each.
Have a nice little scoop.
As you sit here by
I think this was really my last job. I'm gonna consume as much honey as I can to go full bear and really retire
One last.
Into,
Wow.
into the woods.
into the woods.
I donate my honey to that. Then what's left? The scoop.
Same.
I'm
Yeah.
old.
Go
It's time to
hard.
go.
How many do you need?
All of it. One more.
Guys,
I don't
No,
even
two
like
more.
honey.
2 more.
We'll
Two
do
more. These two give you theirs because you got what you wanted.
She's retiring and you joined the two.
Guys, I don't know, since this might be our last job together, it will be our last job together, something I have to tell you all. I'm not a bear.
I just gotta look away.
Nope, that's true.
I honk in disbelief.
You're little tiny little creature.
With his jaw in his face.
you King Kong him as you right under his tongue and rip it out and he and just tears whole front of his chest is gone as you.
Starts bathing in his blood.
But at least you're coming to terms with who you are.
that's good. That's nice. That's nice.
That's
So-
the moral of the story.
I'm a
Remember
raccoon.
who
As you shed your last remnants of personhood and enter the world of true nature, going back to your roots, the simple life, because
Hanging up my hat.
with all your extravagant lifestyle, it's never really brought you any joy. So here you hang your hat.
On her head. His head.
I will put on top of the clown hair.
And you make your way into the woods.
No problem.
We'll fast forward a little bit. It's about a year later. You are living in your home, which now looks, I assume, exactly.
Oh, exactly. Except over the mantle, I would love to have what used to say Bugs is now scribbled out, and it says Fudd, and what's left of his mangled fucking
The top. As in,
Jesus.
they taxidermied it
Yes.
to make sure it just doesn't rot. But
Preserved in what's left of the honey.
Beautiful. That's all I want. And my show, of course.
and your show, which
And you're the-
as you leave the trophy room,
Yeah.
they are filming.
He's the little
I'm
girl.
the little girl in the show.
You're oh
With the
god.
braces.
100
With the
seasons.
braces still.
You're the little girl. You are an acting coach on the show.
Yeah.
You ensure that the comedy is at its peak,
Hard.
and they
Love it.
also have thrown in a new character for you, which is
Oh.
what's the clown's name? That is now a very popular character on this show.
Poe. The
Poe the
right
clown.
Poe.
Poe the clown. Yep, the right Poe.
The right Poe.
Is that what he's called? Hi, my name is the right Poe. Who's the wrong one?
What
Yeah,
about
talk
our
about
limo
that.
driver?
I'll be the driver.
And as you pull up after a long day of shooting, and you pick them all up, and you say, "Where to?"
Wait, does that mean you're living in the woods out back? And
Yeah.
we can just
Yeah.
feed
Yeah.
you?
We drive up the freeway, get off one of those shitty exits to watch her harassing people parked there.
I'm going to
As you all sit peacefully in like a little rest area and overwatch, and you see a bear, and
Just angry as hell.
as you're tearing open a trash can, and you're hey, get, and starts to fight a man, and the man's just being demolished. And you all remember your good friend Teddy,
Beautiful.
Fair.
and that's it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah, what'd you guys think? You had a good time?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Vinny, did you have a good
That was
time?
a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was
I'm glad
You-
we stuck
you-
together.
I tried to make it
Like
so
honey.
there was like stuff
Like honey.
for everyone to do. Like I put
Like
those
honey.
golf carts in. I kind of forgot to mention, but you made things for you to do,
I
and
tried.
that's like the right way to play. It's like I'm gonna do this. You know, that's good.
I like to see what what we can and can't.
Also,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
Works. It's a
Also
fun
trying to
game.
say-
Exactly. And it's just it's
Right.
malleable. Do whatever you want.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it.
I don't think it's so juicy.
You guys have conquered the
Freudian
fun.
slip.
We're getting with
sell this.
JALEEL,
I know, that's what I bought, like,
the random
Yeah.
backstories were incredible, so well done, everybody.
Yes, that was pretty great. I love it.
Oh.
This was
that's
good. This was good. All right, and get the fuck out of my house.
Bye.